Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Stay Fishy Friday. I'm your favorite host, Mr. Josh.
Big Rich here.
We've got lots to talk about tonight.
I don't know how I raised delusional children. Nowhere did you become the favorite host at any time, son.
The apple does not fall far from the tree, my friend. Just saying.
Okay, I'm setting up your mother, so you got to take this over.
Depth charge. Welcome to the green team. That was an early one. And we can't forget about our favorite girl, Miss
That's
Laura.
the favorite host right there.
So
I'll agree with that.
Laura on the stream tonight. She is wearing her cute little purple dress. She's doing great. You guys have seen her in the video. She always steals the show. But we have her here with us tonight. So enjoy the cuteness.
That's the cuteness. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Okay. So, the drinking word for tonight, or do you want to keep it every time I drink, they drink?
That's fine. If either of us drink, you just drink. But
you can't go with either of us because nobody can keep up.
Yeah, we've got lots to talk about tonight. You know, we've got a lot of stuff happening, but I will need to take a short, brief intermission. I've got fish sitting outside. I've got someone coming to pick them up. So we're doing a little trade transaction.
Our buddy come over and dropped him off. Huge fish. And I was like, ooh, what did we get here? And he's like, oh, no, this is for a buddy of mine. Josh is just helping. So I guess we're holding it for him until he can make it here because Party A had to go to work and Party B couldn't make it till after Party A went to work. So he dropped it off here. We're watching him. Actually, Jerry's out there watching him.
Joey's in the chat says we are coming.
Hey, Joey. King of DIY, everybody. King of DIY. And if you guys have never experienced him on the phone, oh, my God, you all are missing out. He is just too hilarious. You know, he's funny on videos, and people take some of the things he says wrong. He's just hilarious. You know, give him the benefit of the doubt because he is funny as can be. He keeps me laughing.
Restart the stream real quick.
Oh, no, we couldn't. And today's Stephen Bundeluck's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Our boy Paco up there. That's his dad.
Blowing you kisses right now. That's her way of trying to blow kisses.
No?
She can't quite.
How about wave? You waved at me yesterday. Hi, sweetheart. Wave. Wave. How about clap? You clapped yesterday. Yay.
So you're putting me on the spot, Grandpa.
Yeah. She ain't doing nothing.
Are you clapping now?
She just waved. I turned my corner and I can see her in the photo up here. Hi, Kathy. Okay.
All right, let me jump into this chat real quick.
Okay. So let me see here. All right. We are having, you know, the side of the house that has the white tarp that's gotten wind blown and the snow is bashed down in the top. And the company's coming out this week to replace that. We found a carport place that's going to match the same pitch of our roof on the fish room and continue it over and cut the bottom things to length, the post uprights to length because our driveway goes down towards the fish room. So we found one that's going to do that, and it was relatively cheap. It's cheaper than what I would have spent in wood to do it. So it'll be a square beam aluminum frame. Steel frame, not aluminum? Okay, I thought you said it was aluminum at first.
I thought so too. It's steel. The company that's doing so they subcontracted it out. Got contacted by American Steel. So it's all going to be steel tubular construction.
Oh, that makes it a little bit harder to build onto. I was expecting them square aluminum things to build walls in between and, you know, all that kind of stuff. I was going to put garage doors on them.
It would be easier with steel and structural. Aluminum's a little harder to attach to. You know.
Well, it was square and flat. I could just screw it right to the 2x4.
It'll still be square. Square tube steel.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm good. I don't care.
Yeah.
So anyways, that should be done this week or next week. And the side of the house will be back to Actually, there'll be more room under there than with this one that's up now. The new one's a little smaller because they couldn't get the length that we wanted, so we're 3 foot shorter. But that just means that the exit door on the side will be left out of the room. I wanted that under, and then that way you can go from the house to inside of that whole enclosure, you know, the whole time. But
we could have done the length, but the thing that stopped us was, you know, you're going to have a pole right there where the door opens, and then you're going to have this big square tube running across the door. So you wouldn't be able to open the door. So we would have to cut it.
we would not use the screen door, just use the inner door.
It would then not be, you know, as structural if we had to cut it, or you'd have to step over this big beam. So we just decided to cut it a little bit short, and the door's technically on the outside. But
I would have handled it.
Permanent.
I've watched the King of DIY. I can build anything. Everybody's in the forum asking Joey questions.
Joey said, hey, Rich, do you know Wilma?
Yeah, I know Wilma, son. I can't say it. It's all going all over TikTok and you know, Instagram and stuff, so you can't get me with that stuff, son. You can just go ahead and put a big fat 0 where you thought you was going to be a hero. So let me see. So we got that going, and that'll be.
Josh shaved his head like Big Bro JoJo. Yeah, I did shave my head a little bit because when it gets too hot, it starts getting really hot. So I cut it down to a 2.
Whoa, it's got hot here today. It's in the 70s outside, but in this house, that roof, it's right there. There's no upstairs, so it's like sitting in an oven and it bakes in here. I had to turn the air conditioner on at 70 because it was 78 in here. But what's good is once the air conditioning's on, even if it's 90 outside, it don't get higher than 75 in here.
So Jason Fuller's asking Joey's last video of the 15 gallons with the filter, something like that work with a 125 with 2 Oscars. No matter what kind of filter you have, you can always scale it up or down to fit the needs of your tank.
Well, he's talking about the Manton style filters that Joey built. And
they
that's nice.
Awesome.
They were great, but they have this kit for them, and it's like a double-sided sticky tape for a rail, and it goes on the back corner of your tank, like a 1.5 foot out or a foot out and a foot out this way, and then you bend the Manton filter around the corner like that, or the piece of foam.
Yeah.
And you have one in each corner of the 125. My buddy Jason does it like that, and his tanks are always crystal clear, but he runs power heads on them. He don't do it by air.
You run it on air, you just run more air through it through aqua lifters they're called.
You can put 2 and 3 aqua lifters on each one too.
Yeah, and they work amazing.
Yeah.
You
don't really need the power
entire
heads.
Fish room off of air, you will cut down on your
You know what's nice
electricity
about
bill.
that too? Not only you cut down your electricity bill, but if everything's running off of the air, say your power goes out, you only have to have a little tiny $90 what do you call that, power generator. I got ours at Harbor Freight, $90, and it lasts for 5 hours on one little tank of gas.
Yeah.
And a little tank of gas is really small, like 1/8 of a gallon, and it runs 5 hours on that, and that's all you have to have running. And it sounds like this. It's a little gas engine that runs like that, and it powers your air, which keeps your whole system running, not only your air and your filtration if you run them kind of filters like that. So that's great. I like that idea. I have that here. I can plug in my Elita 180 or 120, I think it is. Elita 80, that's what it is. That runs my whole fish room. I can plug that into that thing and be good. And all I got to do is refill it with gas or hook up a big gas tank to it and leave it go. But I've got a bigger one that if, the power's off for more than 5 hours, I'll go ahead and start up the big one and run a big extension cord in to the main pump that runs the pool pump and the filter system up here and circulate all that water. So it would be nice if we had everything on just air, but we don't.
Yeah, so we have a majority of everything that we can run off of air on air. But once you get to a certain size, there's not enough air feasible. It's not possible to run like, say, the 4400 off of air, because the size of Manton filter you would need for that tank alone would take up, a third of the tank. and it would just, ruin the whole purpose of the tank. So on larger tanks like that, you need to do external fit filters so you can go ahead and live your dream of having a large tank. But 125s, 180s, even 300 gallons we've had running off of sponges. We have 2 foot 40s out there in quarantine, ran off of sponges, and they work great. Are you having fun?
Yeah, she is.
All right. Kenneth Simonson, $5 says OFR is awesome. Hashtag Team Tracy.
Aw, thank you. That's awesome. Okay. All right, let's go ahead with the Tracy update.
Sure.
Now we had a visit by the nurse because now that it's been 2 weeks. Hey, whoever's in the kitchen, can you please turn that off? Hey.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, the nurse came out because they found out that I'm watching Tracy by myself now. It's been 2 weeks of 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So what they did was they set up for a regular nurse to come out once a week to check on me, make sure that she's okay. Well, not check on me, but check on Tracy, make sure she's taken care of, making sure that I don't need anything, making sure that I'm actually taking care of her. They're looking out for Tracy. So I don't mind that at all. But the nurse that came out was the nurse that's been with the case for the last, 2.5 years. And, she was the one that Mara was calling constantly. What's your phone?
She's texting. She's texting right now. She's mad.
So anyways, so she came out and she's checking on things and she's like, oh my God. Well, before I jump forward to that.
Very
okay, hang on. Before I go on to that, Mara's calling her constantly. She needs more of this. She needs more of that. We need some. She's getting headaches. Her heart rate's going up. She's got a headache. I can tell. She's hot. She needs this medicine. She's coughing too much. She needs some, Robitussin DM or whatever. And this poor doctor is just prescribing all this stuff, and it got to be so much that as soon as Mara left, I changed these things. Okay. Here it turns out Mara was going in and internally suctioning her out every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes, and trying to keep Tracy down on 1 milliliter of oxygen. Now, the doctor said 1 to 4 is fine. So I turned it up to 2.5, which Mara would have thrown a fit about. I turned it up to 2.5 2 weeks ago. I haven't had to turn it up. I could turn it down at times, but I don't. So I leave it that way. And now you know what's going on? I haven't had to suction Tracy out internally. I let her go until she coughs it up herself, and she does it. And guess what? The doctor says Tracy looks so much more at ease, so much more calmer. She's not red in the face. I'm like, yeah. She had her where she was coughing so much that she had a constant headache. She was miserable. She was always hot, sweating in her hair. And, I just didn't see that. And I can't argue with her because she'd throw a fit and want to quit. So, I let it go. But now that she's gone and I'm doing it my way, if you give Tracy the chance, her oxygen goes down to like 92s or so, 93s, and then she'll cough. And she was having these hard, dry coughs all the time from Mara, putting that tube all the way down in and touching where the ventricle splits off to both lungs. She'd touch there and it would force a cough. And Tracy was dry heaving like and just constantly coughing like that. So now Tracy coughs up and it's a real wet cough. And all this fluid comes out and it goes into the mask. And as you guys know, I cut the bottom of the mask open. I have a bib on her. So it floats out the mask and into this bib. I don't have to suction her out, but once every 2-3 hours. And I'm not going internally every, like Mara was. I don't do that at all except for once every 3 hours. So I may have to take the tube of the machine and suck out the bib, but that's it. And Tracy is so much more at ease. She hasn't needed the Tylenol. Her heart rate's down. She hasn't needed the Robitussin DM. She hasn't needed the pill that they got her to help her decongest or whatever. It's just so much easier to take care of her now that I'm actually getting more sleep in between taking care of Tracy than I was when I had the nurse here. Because I had to keep it at Mara's level and do what Mara said. Otherwise, Mara's throw a fit and then want to quit. So, she'd leave me a message and I had to mark it off. 2 o'clock, internally suction, 2:30, internally suction. 3 o'clock, internally suction. Add this or reposition her. And I had to mark off everything on the list all night long. And she'd make me a list like that every day. So I didn't do it one time. I didn't give her the what was it? The the nebulizer and the Robitussin DM. Tracy was fine. She wasn't hacking. You can put your stethoscope on and hear that her airways are clear. So I didn't feel the need to give it to her. Mara reported me the next day because I'm not following doctor's orders. I was like, this is just crazy.
You're not the doctor, Mara.
Yeah, she was boss. She was the judge, jury, executioner. She was the leader here. I mean, this was my house, but no, not when she was here. It was terrible. But anyways,
hey,
the doctor was really happy with the way Tracy is now. And
look at me. I said good job.
oh, okay.
You said, hold on.
Hold up. So she checked over. She only has the one little wound left, and it's healed up so well. Doctor was real happy with that, and she was just over. She was ecstatic, and she says, "You know what? I haven't got a call from you or Mara in 2 weeks." I'm like, "That's because I'm taking care of Tracy, and I don't need to call you. If something's wrong and I can't handle it, I will call." And she goes, "Well, whatever you're doing, keep doing it because she looks amazing. Her face ain't all patchy red. Her nose and cheeks were always red, and like you come in out of the cold. That's how Tracy looked all the time." And the doctor even wanted to prescribe something for that. She's got alopecia, and she's got this, she's got that. Stop throwing pills at this poor girl. So now that she's happy and she's calm, I'm telling you, she looks 100% better. She's just like she just sat down and goes, that's what she looks like. I swear to God. So, the doctor was real happy with that. And she said she'll keep coming by, and if there's anything I need to call her. So she's happy with the thing it is. And now that it took me the whole first week of reorganizing everything in there. She had like 20 of these things in the drawer, 10 or 15 up here, and then the box of extras. There was no one place for one item. Okay, I get it. Let's put all the diapers out of the bags because there's a pile of bags. Let's put some in a drawer and the chucks next to it. That's the bottom drawer. But why have diapers there and sitting 6 on top of the cabinet and then 12 over here on the shelf? It just makes no sense to me. So now I've got the drawers all organized to where I know where everything is. Oh, she needs a new a split a split pad thing for her tray. That's top drawer right side. Pull that out, rip it open. Oh, she needs a new pad to go around her Mickey button. Top drawer right next to the split pads. I mean, I know where everything is now. It's so much easier for me because I was coming in wherever Mara had stuff and I had to look for it, And it reminds me of how I was taking care of her at first when I had everything organized. I'm very well organized in what I do and how I do things, and other people just aren't. But I mean, she's able to coexist in her confusion of cluster, but I can't. I had to organize it. So it's now not only easier because at nighttime now I'm getting 2.5 hours of sleep between taking care of Tracy, unless the alarms go off. Now, if she does have an episode or something like that, I got the camera on her. It goes to my computer, and I've said this before, and then it goes out of the computer into the stereo, and I got stereo speakers on each side of my bed. Super loud in my room. In case I happen to fall asleep, her alarms would wake me up. But if no alarms go off, I can stay sleeping until my phone alarm goes off for the next 3-hour thing. So I get up, take 20 minutes, take care of her, and I go back to bed. I've got another 2.5 hours of sleep. So I'm actually getting more sleep taking care of her by myself than I was when I had a nurse here. It's crazy. So that's just organizational skills. I learned that from the king of DIY. All right, I'm done with the Tracy update. I liked it. I hope you guys did. She's doing great. She's eating. She's doing good. Everything's great. She don't have the messy number 2s no more. She's back to normal. So I don't know if that was part of it too. I can't say. I don't know. But Bill Myers says, can't live without chaos. Yes, you can, as long as chaos is over there and away from me. I like organization. Like if my bedroom's messy, it's hard for me to sleep. It's just too messy. I got, the pillows are out of place, or the sheet comes off one corner. I can't sleep. It's got to be straight and neat, and I don't know. But let's go on with it.
So the whole time you were doing the Tracy update, anytime I'd cough, she'd cough and copy me.
Oh, what's she?
Yeah.
She's such a cutie. Okay, so now we've been working on the fish room a lot lately. Josh and Jerry have been working a lot out there.
Yeah, so with my dad taking up more time with mom, I told you guys last week I've been working with Jerry to take over a few tasks, and he's been helping a bunch with, doing water changes on the quarantine tanks, and we went around and marked certain tanks with, yellow dots where if volunteers are here, if you see a yellow tag, then you can go ahead and clean the glass with the magnet. If you don't have a yellow tag, leave them
Don't
for
touch
me.
it. Because we have acrylic tanks, and one time we come out there and we didn't tell this guy to clean the acrylic tanks, but he took the scrubber that has the razor blade on it, and he's going on the acrylic. Well, stop! And too late, he already scratched it up. People, not everybody knows what you know, so we have to make sure people don't do anything behind our backs. And that's a lot of the reason people think I'm a what do you call it? On the videos when I tell people what to do, they think I am all the time. Call me a control freak. But see, what you guys don't understand is not you guys as all of our followers, but the people that do say something about this, say I'm bossy and all this stuff. I have a bunch of people, half of them haven't been here before. So I just dictate what they do. And as long as they listen, they don't do nothing wrong. And it may sound wrong to you or in your situation, maybe your wife runs your life. I don't know. But in my situation, it works good for us because I know how I want this tank moved or whatever. And okay, we need 4 people on this side. We need 4 people on this side. You need 1 on each end. And then we're going to need, Josh, you run with the pipes and put them underneath there. And we're going to roll this down like the ancient Egypts did and we just keep removing the pipes,
What are you doing?
People don't know this. They don't know what to do. Can I say, hey, everybody just grab that
There
tank
you
and move
go.
it?
Good job.
No, because 4 people will be trying to lift, 2 will be pushing, and 1 will be like standing there looking at it. I don't know. So, I tell people what to do. It's not being bossy. It is, but it's a needed necessity. I have to do this to keep. And also, when there's a big crowd of people, if you've got one person calling the shots, things get done nice and neatly and on the ball and straight. You got 20 people standing around not knowing what to do. So you'll find 1 or 2 people or even 3 people want to take over and start, telling people what to do, and then they're fighting each other because of control and all that. There's none of that. I just take charge and I tell people what to do, and the job gets done. And then I don't get a, hey, thanks, man, that went smoothly. Nope, I get, Rich, you're so bossy. You're terrible. Let them kids be. It's crazy.
It's so small behind here.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
okay. So I can't read these questions on here. It's hard for me, but geez, I don't know what all you guys are talking about here. I see a couple Skylers. But anyways, so if people could just cut me some slack on the videos, it kills me because Reaper can walk up to Skylar and touch his hand to her leg, and because he just came in out of the cold and she's on a ladder, he touches his leg, and everybody's like, "Oh, poor Reaper, his hands are so cold." And then if I would do such a thing, I'd be called a creeper and a pervert, all kinds of other stuff. I don't understand why the internet's so hard on me. I do everything I can for everybody and help everybody out. I've got strangers live in my house, basically. Yeah, they're supposed to help out here, but it helps out their situation too. They're not paying rent. They're not doing nothing. Their money is just building up for them. I help everybody out, and I just wish the world could see it a little bit better. But enough of that. Let's go on with the next here. Is the date on the title wrong on purpose? Probably not. You got to understand, I put these things together and I cannot see. So I must have left the date wrong somewheres.
All right, so we got another super chat from
DIY says, I'd see it, Dad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
King of DIY about the OFR is awesome. He said false. OFR is average.
Oh, how dare he? That's it, Joey. No flaming youngs when you're over.
Backyard Boats, $5 says Loki will make sure it's a mess. Not sure what she was talking about, but it's probably on story time. All right, we are caught back up. You just slobbered all over me, kiddo. I don't know where the hell I put the diaper bag. It's here somewhere. Oh. So I had a bottle in the feeder.
Okay. We need to go fund me for Rich to get some glasses. Thank you, Commander Norland. That's funny. But I can't get out of the house to go and even go to an appointment. So, I'm here 24/7 now. Like people like Skylar, can help, but all they are is glorified babysitters for me. They can't, internally suction her out. They can't administer uh, medications or food. They possibly can change her if I show them the right way, but they're babysitters so that I can maybe go lay down and get some sleep during the day, and then if something happens, they can wake me up. I can't sleep during the day like that because I'm always worried. What's going on because I'm watching Tracy through the computer screen in my room, and I'm doing all the internet work and the YouTube stuff and answering all these questions. So basically, I'm in there most of the time. So I can't see this stuff. Wait, I can turn this up. Control plus. There we go. Now I can see it better. Captain Stanley video one says, Big Rich, you and Joey set a date yet? That's hilarious. But no, his woman will not release him. Yeah, I need glasses. I know, guys. I'm sorry.
Here, hold her for 10 seconds. Actually,
Hi,
like,
sweetheart. Okay, you gonna read these with Dad? I'm trying here.
Here we got Bob Taylor, $5 says, let me get this June JN a little earlier, LOL.
He's such a cutie.
Not sure what that meant.
So
but we got Willow Nightwolf, $10 says, Rich, you're a good dude. Do not let the trolls get you down. That's something you always have to remember.
Look at you. Look at that big smile.
I want to get her a bottle real quick.
Okay. Oh, did Dad just leave? You don't like that? He threw a fit in my ear. Bob Taylor, super chat for $5 says, let me get this JN a little earlier. Okay, don't know what it means. Sorry, I haven't been following. What's that?
I read that already.
Oh, okay, my bad. Oh, it just jumped on me. I don't know if I missed any. Nope, didn't miss any. So anyways, we've got Kathy. Oh, you see that bottle?
She's hungry.
Yeah, she is. Oh, okay. You got to let go of Grandpa's hair. That's something you don't hear very much, huh?
Come here.
You know what's weird is to be 59 years old and have a hairline like this. You know what I'm saying? It's I got like an inch right there where my hair is there. It's not disappearing. It's turning gray for once, finally, but it's not disappearing.
We got Ava Savant. She didn't say anything, but she donated $5. So thanks, Ava.
Thank you, Ava. Appreciate that.
That would.
Yeah, I even thought of trying to pay for a nurse ourselves, and at let's say, get your calculator out.
Okay.
Okay, let's say at $25 an hour, which is a very cheap nurse. $25 an hour times 40 hours a week.
Yep. 1,000 a week.
1,000 a week. So that's 4,000 a month. That's 48,000 a year.
It's 52,000 a year. It's 52 weeks in a year.
Oh, you went by weeks. I went by 12 months. Okay. So yeah, you are more correct at that. There is 52 weeks, but I just can't afford that out of any spare money at all. I can't afford $1,000 a week to pay anybody anything. Otherwise, I'd have me a personal assistant here that's going to take care of the internet for me and answer all these questions and just ask me the ones you can't answer. Taking care of all the emails, taking care of all the page mail because that's a different system. Running errands for me and doing all this other stuff where I could just be doing main stuff and go back to building stuff like the king of DIY. That's all I used to do around here was, build things, build projects and, stands and all this other stuff and tanks and shelving. And I just built everything here for everything. And I'd like to get back to that, but I just don't have the time. Okay, so let me move these words back over this way. There we go. Now I can see it's right there. Nice.
There you go. Oh, what the hell happened here?
It jumped on you.
My chat just disappeared and it restarted the live stream.
Huh.
All right, we're back. That's all that matters. Laura's got her bottle. She's good. She was getting hangry there for a minute. We got 350.
You don't want a girl that's hangry. Here, John.
So Michael A says, "Hey Rich, I've noticed some of my young guppies start off healthy, but then at 5, 6 weeks old, begin to look like they've got
Polio. Any thoughts?
polio." Any thoughts? So that is actually this sounds to me like it's wasting's disease, and it is
That's if they
treatable.
don't eat.
Well, wait, well,
You didn't give us enough information to know any of these.
Yeah, well, it's common with guppies that they just get super lethargic. They don't eat, even if they are eating, they're not putting on weight, and that's just a sign of wasting's disease. It is curable, but you have to treat the fish. This kind of goes back to some of the things that I try and teach people, that no matter how many fish that you have in a tank, like just like the cichlids we have out there, they are breeding and constantly having smaller fish,
Replenishing, yeah.
and that is a whole nother immune system you
Hi,
have
Skylar.
to worry about. You know, they can get sick if they get stressed. They can get ick. They can get all these weird diseases that are already in their bodies just because they're stressed out. You know, they're born in the monster pond and they're being chased up around. They might get sick and get a disease. Now that doesn't always happen, but it's possible.
Don't worry, no one saw you.
So you kind of want to keep that in mind, where if you always have new generations of fish, you could expect some disease to break out some way, shape, or form. It might not because of something you are doing wrong, but just because it happens, because there's so many different fish that are coming through that tank. So I would just go ahead and look that up.
Dropped her bottle. Oh,
yeah.
It's empty.
No, she has gas.
Oh, Daddy knows.
She drinks the bottle quite a bit. It's okay.
Yeah, she drank that really quick.
Also, I felt the tooth on my lap.
Poor girl.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi. You're okay.
Oh, so what I was talking about was Kathy now, which is one of our mods. Kathy Aponte, she's now moved in, moved out of her house, and she was going to stay. She could have stayed at her house, but her landlord was raising the rent a ridiculous amount, so she had a choice to make. And I was like, well, if you can help take care of Tracy, you can move in here. And
a landlord by the state of Ohio can only raise your rent by 10%. If it's past 10%, it's illegal.
10%. Oh yeah, it was definitely illegal, because that would be 40% he was raising.
Yeah, it's illegal. You can go 10% at most a month.
Okay, well, anyways, so now she's been moving in here, and she all moved in, got the truck back, and now she's getting used to living here. So I figured next week we'll start on she can sit in and watch me taking care of Tracy and all that. So that'll give me
I need God for a second.
Oh, is he here?
Yeah, the guy has the platinum alligator gar.
okay. Stop.
I'll be back.
Lots of things going on. It's always like this here. The king of DIY says Richard's mullet should be illegal. Well, then how would it have gotten me this awesome, Guinness Book of World Records thing, Joey? It's not illegal. This is what do you want to call it? It's like wine. It gets better with age. It's just you got caught smelling it, son. It smells like Pantene all the time. Oh, and he's right here. King of DIY also says Rich's ringtone is 100% the most annoying ringtone of all time. Yes, it is, and it's that way for a reason. It is the crazy frog, and I hate it, and I hear it, and I just have to run to the phone and pick it up and stop that noise. It's annoying. It's called Crazy Frog. So anyways, so Kathy's getting in and she's getting settled in and getting used to her routine here. She's got, her whole bedroom in there, and you know, she's got to get used to things around here, and then she'll start sitting in watching me, and then she's going to take over watching Tracy in the mornings. You know, we haven't set a time part yet, but you know, just if I could, I was always used to getting, you know, 15, 20-minute naps all night long. But the problem with that is your body's getting a little rest, but your mind's never going into REM sleep. So in the morning from 8:30 until 11:30, I'd always sleep when Mara got here. And that because she leaves at 4 in the afternoon. So I slept until, you know, 11:30, got up and out of the room by noon. And I'd have 4 hours to work on the rescue and stuff. So that's how my time went then. So if I can get back to that with getting more sleep during the night, I could be getting 8 hours at night complete, you know, if I can get another couple hours in the morning here. So yeah, it's going to work out good. Kathy seems very capable. She's actually helping me around here too, because you know I'm a clean freak, and I like in my house everything has a spot and it needs to go there. What's this here doing here? It don't belong here, you know, that kind of thing. And then I get done cleaning the counters, and she goes back after me and cleans up more. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Well, you left dusting." I'm like, "No, I didn't." She's like, "Look, Rich," and she shows me these things. I'm like, "I didn't see that at all." She can see better than me, so she's actually cleaning better than I do, which I appreciate so much. You don't understand. It's great. It's great to have someone else actually here helping. Other people are here helping, but they do as they're told, you know, and they're not just, you know, sometimes I come walking in here and Kathy's in there, you know, I don't know, cleaning out the refrigerator. And I'm like, whoa, okay. It's, you know, it's the extra little things like that. It's awesome. It's like having a lady back in the home. Not saying Skylar ain't a lady, but she's a very, very tomboyish type girl. Okay. She's, I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I asked her about, you know, because I asked her to clean this. She's like, I don't know how. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know how to clean? She goes, well, I had a maid all my life. I'm like, what? So I'm like, well, now you're the maid. She didn't like that. So Skylar has to take care of her bathroom, her bedroom, which is atrocious. And you know, she's got certain things she does, like she does the pellet feeding of all the fish out there, and that got taken away because Jerry's doing that now. Skylar would do the pellet feeding, but when Jerry does it, he stands there and watches the fish. And if there's too much food, he'll feed them less next time. And he gets it to the right amount, where Skylar would just throw some in and go to the next thing. Not saying she did anything wrong, but she wasn't going up and above the way Jerry does. So now Jerry's feeding all the fish. Skylar takes care of all the laundry. So she does the laundry now for Tracy, because every day there's another load every day to do for Tracy stuff. You know, we're forever changing sheets, pillows, blankets, all that kind of stuff. Her shirts, you know, stuff gets nasty on her. The rags we clean her up with. So every day there's one little, you know, basket of clothes to wash for her. And then she also took over washing my clothes, so I don't have to do that. So thank you, Skylar, for that. And you know, but then Kathy comes in, she's like, who folded all these? And she looks at all Tracy's stuff under the TV. And I'm like, Skylar, and she's like, do you mind if I go through them and fold them right? I don't care. Go ahead. So now everything has to be perfectly neat. So Kathy's like me with the OCD and the cleanliness. I love it. But yeah, so you know, she's fitting in real well around here. And except for, you know,
He's super happy.
The baby's back. Hey.
So he's seen the fish. He's like, man,
that's a big
he
guard.
said, I seen this fish online. He's like, I'm gonna own that fish one day. He's like, now
he does.
I am, you know?
That's awesome. Glad we can help with that. So none of this is ours. This all goes to him.
Yeah.
Aw.
I'm just.
I hate that. Out. Why put it in front of me then? I want.
I mean, he's done so much stuff for us. I mean, you know, they both help us. So
yeah.
They just help people out.
Well, that's what. Remember how I used to take people's fish in all the time and, you know, hold them here until they can move or whatever.
Yeah, that just got us in trouble though, because you know sometimes you can never know. A fish could be alive this second and dead that second. Could be no fault of your own. Or,
remember my ebon knife? I went to move him and he was just dead. He was great and healthy before that.
Or humans make mistakes
with somebody else's fish.
And you know, your power could go out. You know, you can't do nothing about it. You've got the generators running. You know, nothing you could have done. But you know, stuff happens.
That's Josh's side of it. What I want to say is, we have 2, 3, 4 tanks full of other people's fish, and it's actually eating away at our area to put rescue fish.
Hang on, wash my hands.
Yes. Hi, sweetheart. Look at you with the pink. Whoa, I almost fell backwards. Okay. Look at you with the pink bib. Aw, he's so cute. So, we just had to stop that. It was too much, and I don't want to say people were taking advantage of it, but we were getting calls from everywhere. Please hold this fish. Please do this for. And then one guy, when I said finally that was it, he's like, I'm going to be moving soon. Can you take my fish? And he listed off like 2 tankfuls of fish. And he's like, I'm like, well, how long do you need him help for? He goes, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. I'm like, oh, no. We cannot do that. What was a nice gesture turned into, just, I don't know. Here you go, sweetie. See, this is how you keep a woman happy. You give her food. You're on a date and she's cranky, get her some food.
Yeah, I gave her the Joey is going on about my low-rise jeans. He's like, he looks great in the low-rise jeans. Joey is just simping for me. Oh my God, you should see the text messages this guy sends me. They're just ridiculous.
He's over there laughing. Yes, Jay, whenever I drink, you must drink. That reminds me of that song back in the 70s by Devo, Whip It. Dun, 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 dun.
I got nothing but cracker. There you go.
You must drink.
Oh, there was another damn text message from Joey Mullen.
Josh, watch the language. I thought I was going to, ease back a little bit now. Skylar's not on. I don't have to watch anybody.
Goes to show how many text messages I get from this man.
Oh, look at this. King of DIY says, if you drink when Rich drinks, it's going to be boring. He takes baby sips. This is why little Joey couldn't keep up with Big Rich when he was here. That's right. I said it, Joey.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You looking at the all right, you want nothing to crack?
Magical refilling cups. I got my pitcher of water right here, buddy. That's the first one was a drink. Now I got my cold water. Because with Tracy, with me, Tracy's only nurse, I can't take beforehand, I'd drink 3 drinks every Friday and catch a really nice buzz. And then I'd be up the rest of the night taking care of Tracy. And I'd work it off, but I can't take that chance now. I'm by myself, someone else's life in my hand. I can't do it. I can drink 1 drink and, ease up the conversation and lighten things up and have fun. And then I'm drinking water. Yes, Marie Dean. Whip it good.
There you go. Oh, man.
Do we have any, Nathan Hobie says, do we have any corridors in any of the tanks? Yes, we do. Lots of them.
In the front tank only, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, we normally try and stay away from the smaller fish. If they're smaller fish, they're up here in the house. I've got all the monster fish out back because they have different feeds and whatnot. Up here, it's all like flake food, possibly some pellets, but all back there is the different meats. And someone did mention something on the last feeding video that I did, that feeding a lot more of this salt fish that they can get thiamine poisoning, and that's how Victor lost a lot of his fish, not knowing. But in saltwater fish, if you're a saltwater fish, you know how to process the thiamine that is in the meat, and when you feed it to freshwater fish, it actually builds up over time. So if you feed them strictly, like say grouper, and you feed them over and over and over, then they slowly build up in, let's say, their bloodstream, and they will actually die from thiamine poisoning. But we feed such a vast variety here. Like we just got a giant bag of nothing but shrimp. And shrimp has no thiamine on it. It's safe to feed, but we also get her some more of these. We also get grouper, perch, all this stuff. So it's not one fish being fed exclusively. There is a vast variety of fish being fed throughout the weeks. I change it. So we don't really have to worry about that here, but to someone else, that is a great point to bring up, because someone who doesn't know will think that they're doing a good thing for their fish. Like, hey,
Oh, Victor certainly didn't think he was poisoning his fish.
exactly.
He loved those fish.
Yeah. And that is a great point. I'm glad someone brought that up on the video, even though we knew about it. But it's great to teach someone else about it. So the next feeding video I do on the monster fish, I will definitely be talking about that point, because that's something, me personally, I kind of just look past. I think of it as common knowledge that I know it, and I don't tend to mention it. But I'm like, you know what? A lot of people don't know it, so we should talk about it.
Right.
And get that information out of there.
Exactly. Okay, this is the
Got some
last
more
one for a little
crackers.
bit. Cal Lily from
Yeah.
California. Hey, Rich, what sign are you? I'm a Virgo, and I'm guessing you are too. Yes, absolutely. The best sign ever.
No, it's Aquarius.
No, I'm sorry, but Virgos are loyal without reason, period. Once you're a friend of a Virgo, you've got a friend to the end. We'll never mess you over. We'll always stand up for you. We'll stick up for you. We'll fight for you. Yeah, that's it.
You got a friend in me.
Oh, there you go. There's Kathy from Beyond. There she is. See, when I
There
hear
is
something
some
from
more
the other
fun.
room, I have to look over the room and look for something moving, because it's all just a bunch of blurry stuff.
Okay.
You want to walk through?
Just
Hey,
say hi.
Going through.
There's Kathy.
there we are.
So for those of you that don't know Kathy, that is Kathy. Come back and say hi. Introduce yourself. They've seen the name on the page, but now they can see you in person.
I'm Kathy. Hey guys.
You were a mod, and then you got in an argument with another mod, and then quit, and then you got a hold of me 6 months later and found out that I was supposed to have put a hit out of you or some
here
crazy
we go.
stuff.
I'm out.
That's why she quit. I'm like, what are you talking about? The nonsense people here is just crazy.
Oh, these crackers got smushed and they're just falling apart.
Hey, Kathy, it's part of my bigger plan. I did put a hit out on you, and now I know where you live.
Here you go, sweetie.
Okay, so
Damn it! Another text from Joey. Oh, I'm actually right this time.
oh,
Oh, should I read this one out loud?
he sent it through a text, so I would. Otherwise, you'd be breaking his trust. Seriously.
He said, Josh, I am your biggest fan ever.
I don't
No
think he said
doubt.
that.
Your biggest fan ever. Don't ever stop believing. And there's like a period after every word.
Yeah, that's not what he said to you. Stop it. These people will believe you.
I just got to mess with them. They all know I'm joking.
Um,
Oh, Laura, you can't have that.
okay, so let's go on and tell them about what we're doing out there and what we've been doing. And
Yeah, so we are like, I'm literally waiting any day for this hosing to show up. As soon as the hosing shows up, we've got the other 1,000-gallon online. Which,
yay, it's been like a year now.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
Which I am, excited about, because I've got some fish out there that are getting some damn attitudes. And I need
That's
to
what
fill them
happens
up.
when you have monster fish. They
Yeah.
have monster attitudes.
So like, I told you guys I didn't know what I was going to put in there. Well, now I know. And it's going to instantly just go from 0 to 100 real quick.
0 to a hero.
And yeah, it's going to be monster fish. I've got how I'm going to feed it with water. I'm going to have him build a bubble wall with it, so it keeps the water churning. We're going to get individual filtration on it. With working with the sponsor on Fluval, I want to take all of our FX5 filters and I want to move them to the front of the tank. Before I made the hosing that we had work, so some of them are sitting up on milk crates because the
Hosing was too
hosing
short.
is too short. Now I want to replace all the hosing, all brand new, make it easier so if I'm in front of the tank, I can reach down, shut off the valves, disconnect it, and take the filter and go. Instead of me having to crawl under there because I'm 6'1", 300 pounds. I'm joking.
Wait a minute. Okay, So, and you all know who's ever stressed a filter and had the hose is too short and you put it on something to where it's still pulling on it, they tend to crack and break. And then you've got your filter pumping your water out, 2 feet out of your tank. So yeah, and not only is it a good idea for that reason, but it's a good idea to help Josh because now he's got to crawl under 3/4 of the tanks and then crawl behind everything we stored under it to get behind to where the filters are. And then you can't pull it out. You have to disconnect it. And it's a pain. So it would be a lot easier if we had them at the front, underneath every tank, where you had easy access. Because you got to admit, we've got probably 30, 35 FX5 fixes.
Yeah, we've got a ton.
And, to do that once every 2 months and clean them out or 3 months, it is a major, major job. I mean, it really is.
Take one of these. Yeah. You love food, don't you?
So, okay, so that's the 1,000-gallon tank. And then we've got all of our plants we're going to have to be taken outside soon.
Yeah.
Remember how hard we worked on the last 2 summers putting lilies into our koi pond in the back. We've got them in big pots. We've got them, planted down. We got rocks over them, and they've lasted, and they come back every summer. And they're getting better every summer. And now this is the first time we've had ducks, mallards in there before. Every summer we've had baby ducks. This time, them big Canadian geese came in and landed in there. And then Jerry comes in and tells me that he went to clean out the filter and it was nothing but what's that, rhizomes of the lily pads, where the ducks are reaching down the water, grabbing the leaf and pulling the whole thing
Did
out.
you see the ducks,
Geese.
or did
Not
you
the
think
ducks.
it was the ducks?
The Canadian geese. No,
The
Jerry
geese.
said that's what it was, the Canadian geese, because that's what they do all the time.
But did he see it or did he think it?
I don't think he's seen it. I'm pretty sure he thinks it.
Because what I've seen and I know is true, because all the stuff that Reaper planted, it was done wrong. And
How's that?
I know this because the koi go in them pots and they take the gravel. If you just put the rhizome in there and put light gravel.
No, you need big rocks.
Inch of gravel on it, the koi are going to take them gravel and move it, and the rhizomes float. I've seen it happen so many times, and everything that Reaper planted,
Okay, well,
I've
what he
seen
said
them
was
floating.
the leaves were pulled off, and then there was rhizomes coming up too.
I think the
So-
koi are eating it and picking, and they're floating. Because we've had geese in there the last 2 years, and they've had babies.
No, we had mallards in there.
Last year, I have a video. We had 7 geese babies in the
No,
pond.
okay. Forget geese and goose and that. I'm talking the green-headed ducks is what we had in there.
Yeah, we had
Them are the Canadian, them are mallards, right?
We had those are ducks.
Ducks,
Yeah,
okay.
we had those. We also
They
had,
work great.
we had geese last year.
We
had
didn't have
7
these.
baby geese.
We have huge geese back there right now.
I know we had 7 babies.
I don't remember that
year.
at all.
Go watch a video from last summer. I can pull it up for you. But we had
Okay.
7 baby geese and no problems with the plants. I think it's the koi because they are out. They are ferocious and they want food. Right now, they're searching for everything.
We're feeding them.
Well, feed them more because they want more.
Well, the
Obviously,
point is,
but
now
we'll-
we got to get more lily pads and plant them again.
if they uprooted the rhizomes, all we have to do is replant them. They will
Jerry
still
threw them
grow.
all out.
No,
Out of the overflow, he picked them all up and threw them all out.
God damn it. Rhizomes will, if you have a lily rhizome float to the surface, it'll grow on the surface. I have them growing in the bog in 6 inches of water. They will grow. I'll
They
have a
won't grow
talk
now.
with Jared.
Ask him where he threw them over in the woods, and you can maybe go get them.
I'll show him what a rhizome is. And don't throw these off. They're big tubulars with
Tubers,
little buttons off of them. Don't throw them away.
Okay,
If-
so
if
now let's go on with the
Done?
next thing. We're moving the plants out there, and we have to build the back steps coming off of the back deck going down towards the new patio.
Yeah.
No, we have to do that now because that's going to be enclosed soon, and what we're going to do on the side is going to cover up where we're able to walk. So we have to start on the steps. So I moved that up on our list to do, to build them steps and a pad for them to sit on.
Well, if you want a round deck, that's out of my wheelhouse of expertise because
I can build it. The problem is we just got to get the leveling right. We got to level straight over from the dirt, and then from there we can build the deck up as high as we need. Do we need it 6 inches, 8 inches? do we want an 8-inch step going onto the cement? But where are these steps going to end up coming down off of there? You know, it's all in the math. You know, you're going to have 7 steps or so. You know, we're going to be 4 or 6 foot wide. You don't want it to end an inch above the cement pad. You know, so we got to do the math work and get that all taken care of. So I think the first thing would be to go over there and take the bucket, put it onto the metal pad, and then scrape straight sideways so that this is the same height as the cement pad with patio we got.
You want
And
the
then
deck
on over farther.
one step going down to the patio, level it over the pond, and then you build your steps going up to the deck.
Well, we got to get that ground level first before we can do that. Then
Not
it's an angle like this. I can't put a deck in. The deck has to be straight, sitting on the cement. So wherever that cement sits, if it's a 2x6 frame deck with a 1.5 inch, lumber on top, you're talking 7.5 inches height, and then that has to go straight over. We can't go at an angle and go uphill. So this dirt has to be moved to continue that board over. Whether it's round or not, I still have to put boards every 16 inches across there.
And what you're not thinking is that uphill little 6-inch slope. We have rocks that are sitting up against that, holding that dirt. So what you have to do is not bring this side down, you got to bring this side up. So you make it flat with the high side and bring the low side up.
Then you're going to have
And
2
then-
steps on.
That's
the other
fine.
side.
You have a half step or whatever. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not what I want to do. I don't want that deck. I want that deck right on the ground.
See, but it'll be on the ground on the high side, but you can't shave down them rocks.
No, forget the rocks. I can unbuild them. Because on top of your main rocks, you have a bunch of little ones. I can unbuild them to bring it down. So I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about the patio. I just want one little step going to it, Or we bring the steps straight down to the ground and have a cement, big flagstone cement stepway going over to
Or
the patio.
Or you say, screw all that intricate bullshit. And you have
I'm talking a hillbilly build out of a backyard, and you're calling it intricate bullshit.
See,
you're
thinking hillbilly. I'm thinking nice, manicured, perfectly round, looks like a freaking art piece.
Yeah. That's the hillbilly shit.
Not hillbilly bullshit.
I'll be building it. It'll be hillbilly, but it'll look nice.
If we do a straight, small deck going over the pond to where you're now round deck is now a square deck sticking over the edge of the pond, you can build it with just putting 4x4s in the ground, cementing it in, building a square deck, and then steps down to the patio.
I don't want it to be that high. I want it to be down water level like that.
What does it matter?
That's the look I'm going for.
Because now you have to think about it. If you put that deck in now, how's Ed going to get the river underneath that deck? He's not going to come in and want to get this
Because I
new
can take out 2 bolts, 4 bolts, and remove the steps.
If you build it let's be honest, the deck's 3 foot high.
No, when I walk up to the deck, it's up to here. So that's 4
you
foot
get
high.
it one step down. When you build the deck over, it'll be up to your belly button. Okay, you have room to work under it. Get the waterfall in.
I don't want that. It's not the look I like. I don't want that.
It's not okay. A wise man once told me,
This is probably something I told him.
don't give your customer
that's
what they
Greg
want,
Woodstock.
give them what they need. And what you need is a finished damn product.
You're killing me. I wanted the deck all the way down on water's level so you can stand there and lean against your railing and you're right there at the water. You can feed the koi, all that stuff. I don't want it to be 4 foot up, 3 foot up, and all that big.
Got to think about this too. If we're doing that infinity edge, we're going to bring that liner in.
The
just
water
a little
will
bit.
come up higher. Yes. We've got another 8 inches. I can bring it higher.
You want some more, sweetie? Give me some more. I don't know why, but she loves crackers. It's my favorite thing.
He
It's gotta be
said,
red.
okay, so other than the steps now, after that, what else we got to do? Oh, the barn in the back. I've been thinking so many different ideas, maybe even putting it in a different place, using our barn, as a, go ahead.
Build a cement pad and have a steel construction. Like you could get a 50 by 100 barn fully constructed
Already ahead of you.
for 18 grand.
Whoa, way too much, but already ahead of you. I can own
50 by 100.
Respect your elders. 20 by 30 is as large as we can go here. And that's if we tear down the barn that's out there now. Problem is, if we put the barn anywhere else, we have to be 10 foot off the property line. That barn out there is 16 inches off the property line because it was built before this law came into effect.
Okay, so what you did was you slowly replaced each piece of wood with a piece of metal, and now it's a steel barn.
Well, that's what I was going to do. Add on to the barn that's there, forward, and then when that's done, tear down this side of the barn and add on to the barn that's there backwards and replace the whole thing on the 16-inch, and you can do that. You can get away with it. It's a little iffy, but, that will work with the inspectors.
Yeah.
So, but again, then if we're going from 12 foot wide to 20 foot wide, there's an extra 8 foot there. We're already up on that hillside. I have to cut into and cut out to put the barn in. So we're going to have to do some extra support on that side to hold the dirt back.
That's why I just said if you build a slab and then had them come in and build it, it would be constructed in a day. Do what you want, but you would have to get a permit to upsize the slab. Then at that point, you might be able to get a variance at that point.
No variances, can't go because they send a letter out to all the neighbors around here, and then the neighbors show up saying no. Last time I wanted, what did I want? Oh, a 4-inch lip between the outside and the inside from the building that's there, and it says a room addition has to be level. I wanted a 4-inch lip in case that flooded in the fish room and never got into the pool room. So it had to be a variance. So we went to the variance ordinance thing. The people next door showed up, and even the old people next door showed up. And they were absolutely adamant on me not building this fish room. And the judge kept telling her that, ma'am, you're not here to get him to stop building this room. He's allowed to build on. That's in his rights. He's asking for a little variance in the step height. That's all. And she says, well, whatever it is, I can say no to. I'm saying no. I mean, that's the kind of neighbor we got. So I wasn't able to get that variance. So now our fish room is level with our pool room, but we've never had a flood that big to where it's ever come up over it. So we've just been lucky. All right, so now then the next thing. We have to do something in the front where the front door is because we took off that 3-foot overhang all the way around the front of the house. Whenever it rains now, rains hard.
Your gutters are so clogged. I've cleared them out twice. Nobody goes up there and unclogs them.
No.
Right now, they're clogged again.
My children moved out on me. They went and had their own lives. How dare them?
I've cleaned them twice. And when that front gutter is clogged, it comes over and there's a waterfall.
Well, not only that, let's say the gutters are completely clean. When it rains and there's a little bit of an angle, it gets all over the front door and comes in under the door, all around, gets the whole front carpet wet in there. We need an awning overhang or a little sunroom added onto the front to where any of the gutter water and any of the rain gets diverted to the front gutter out there, which would be level with the rest of the house.
Hey, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So we need to get that done too. There's a lot of things we need to get done this, and I thought having 2 nurses, this is the summer, I'm going to be able to work my butt off outside. And all of a sudden in a month, we've lost 2 nurses.
You are messy. Jesus. She looks at me and holds
we got any
cracker
super
up,
chats here?
cracker all over her face.
Did you get this one?
No, I did not.
Okay. What about this? I ain't seeing any more up here. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going.
No, that was the next one.
Sheesh, no super chats coming in. All right, here's the one before it. Did you get Stephen Wunderlich?
Nope.
Okay, above that one. Did you get this one?
Yes.
Okay, so this is your next one.
Stephen Bundle, $10 says, happy Cinco de Mayo. Buy a shot of tequila for Paco foot warming.
He's gonna have to share that shot because when we pour it in the fish tank, it's gonna dissolve the water for all the fish.
The thing is, I bought a shot for Paco, but I slipped and it fell into my mouth. That
That's my
Patron
boy.
sure tasted good.
We're still giving him treats and stuff. Skylar just gave him a bunch of strawberries the other day. We had blueberries before that, a bunch of nuts before that. Just whatever, is like, on sale at the grocery store, and we get them.
Yeah, we also have this guy that works at a grocery store. He gives us all sorts of greens for the tortoise, sometimes strawberries and fruit and stuff. So, they get a large variety. But, when we show the same stuff over and over, people complain.
Pacu. Arowana.
So, if
Giant gourami.
If we show too many feeding videos online, they're like, oh, it's all you ever show. Learn how to do something different. You guys suck. And then we show nothing but building fish tanks. Oh, this is all you guys do. You guys suck. Big Rich. Learn to do something different, damn it. You talk too much.
Yeah, get that too.
It's just, you can never please everyone online. So we just do our best to give you guys a little bit of everything. And yes, I was going to mention this to you tonight.
What?
You got to get your next episode of Bitchin' Kitchen up.
Big Rich's Bitchin' Kitchen. Let's get right.
Oh, Laura, quit trying to feed me. Thank you, sweetie.
She's like, take it.
You're so cute. Thank you.
She punched you pretty hard.
No, so kids up until they're 3 or 4, they have no impulse control. So they just do whatever they think that their
Speaking of no impulse control, here's Skylar, everybody.
I'm coming in. Move over.
Oh, I can't move over.
So if she gives me a cracker, it's because she wants to feed me. She wants to here. There you go. And you gotta be like, hey, thank you. You can't just say, get that cracker out of my face.
Right.
You're a bad dad. She's sitting here having the time of her life. She's not bothering us. She's not being a pain in the butt. Sure, she's getting crackers on me, but I can live with that. Here you go, sweetie. We'll wash you up after. And I mean, if anyone has a problem with me bringing my daughter on the stream, and then you guys can go elsewhere. But I'm sure
Hey, be nice.
You didn't let me finish. Everyone on here has been so supportive and loves Alora. It's been great. They all love to see her and see all the updates. So there's none of that.
You cannot go through there.
All right, we got Brittany Ziblis gifted 5 OFR memberships. Thanks, Brittany. We also have Gem Snakes, $2. Didn't say anything.
Thank you, Jim.
Said, can't give much. Sorry. Bless you all. The little girl is precious.
Isn't she adorable?
Yeah. You want to pet the kitty?
You hold her paws?
Yeah.
She loves to smack them.
That's
She's
fine.
like, bam.
That's fine with Loki. Yeah? You like the kitty?
Say hi, Loki. He's soft. He's getting big.
He's getting big.
Yeah,
See
he
his
is.
tail?
Hey,
Yeah.
buddy.
Wanna hold up
Look
my
how long
babies
he is,
over?
Jack.
No, I've got the baby.
Guys, look how long he is.
Yeah, he's getting big.
I gotta-
Paws are big. Hi, buddy. It's
Not
okay,
being dramatic.
buddy.
He's good with babies, though.
We just don't want to take the chance.
Yeah. it's
That's why I
okay.
got his hands. His paws.
Say hi, buddy. We gotta be gentle.
He likes his ears pets. so
Good
he's
girl.
yeah.
Good girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make you happy?
Jens Carlson says a lot of big wood decks. I don't get it. Jen, everyone loves a big wood deck.
Say hi, kitty. So she tries to chase our cats around the house, and they're just like a big nope, and they run from her.
Why are ads running during the live? I don't know. I didn't know they were.
Yeah, I did not know that happened. Unless you happen to refresh the stream, then it might run another ad. Other than that, I don't know, but
I haven't done anything different.
all of these social medias are starting to
Oh,
redo.
did you? Yeah, we got a notice from YouTube that they're, or no, was it Facebook? Yeah, it was Facebook redid all their things and their reels. You're not getting paid for them no more. They're restructuring all their monetization.
Yeah, so
And then same thing with YouTube came out and said they're restructuring their thing, and people won't be getting paid as much. So maybe they're the ones that adding the ads now, because I didn't add nothing. I didn't change nothing. I hit the option to reuse settings from last week. You know, it's much easier that way.
yeah, I just got a notification today from TikTok that they are now doing like up to 20-minute videos. And
really?
they are trying to push it. So when you switch to this, they always push the newest content because they want people to know this is our new feature. This is what we're doing now. So I went ahead and switched us, so we're not getting paid for any short on TikTok. And I'm going to try the new style
Why don't
content.
you? No. Why don't you just redo the videos we have on YouTube onto TikTok?
I certainly can. But
Thank you for bringing Loki out.
yeah, it's just like, you know, you have to stay up with the times. Like, as you know, the internet changes and people change styles. Like, you have to adapt, you know, overcome. You can't just do the same thing over and over and expect you to always get paid and make that money. Like, you have to get better, try different things. Hi, sweetie.
Says, you took my bib away. It means I'm getting no more food. What was that? Joey's hometown. Where is he from? That was Sunnyvale, right? Joey showed me a picture of him in the bar at Sunnyvale from Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Hi, sweetie.
All right. So what else are we gonna talk about, John?
Here, take her. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Come here, sweetie. Hi. Daddy gives it to me all dirty. Let me get some of that stuff off your face. Oh, yuck. Yuck. There you go. All better. Say hi, everybody. Now you're all clean. Say hi. Wave. Look at Grandpa waving back at you. Wave. Say hi. Wanna go wave? Oh, you don't clap? Aw. So Josh is in there handling his business. I was going to say Willie, but there's children around. What is on your hand? You are all wet. It's your slobber, ain't it? You silly girl. Oh, this hand too. Ew, wipe that off. Okay. So let me see if I can find some things to talk about here. You okay? What was that? It sounded like you choked. Well, I'm not going to have you acting like that on my lap. Open up. There it goes. There's you go. No, get them fingers out there. You don't need to chew on them fingers. Come on. There you go. Now she's going to wipe them on my face again.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but your bathroom faucet is dripping. Probably need to replace the.
You got to close it all the way and open it just a touch, and it shuts off. I've known this. It needs some little cut rubbers. She just dumped that out all over the place.
You are being.
Okay. What else you got to talk about, Josh?
What else? Let me see where we're at. We don't have much time left, but let's go ahead and open this up. We got all that. Oh, we got another super chat from Jim. She gives me $5. So the Skylar going to eat the scorpion I got her.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to do that. Oh, and we had more things to do. There's this here too. I'll let you read this.
Sue-Ann, $5 says, we love Alora. She is forever the favorite host.
Yes, she is.
This is
I won't argue with that one.
RJ. Big Rich and Josh. Says the Progressive Insurance Foundation is pleased to provide the following corporate donation on behalf of Progressive Group of Companies. This check represents authorized funds from donations recommended by Progressive employees throughout the foundation
You see
named
that?
lower cost program.
Progressive
That's
Insurance. Send a donation to us. How much was that for? I think it was 200.
awesome. Didn't say.
I think it was $200.
Doesn't matter. But
I'm just saying
that's
it's a company we never even contacted, and they're because of their members on
Employees,
there,
right.
employees,
So,
they're donating to us. That's
I was
awesome.
at City Hall today, right? Her sister was getting married. I'm going to
Yeah,
put
this one
Laura in the car,
Uh-huh.
and all of a sudden, this guy out of nowhere comes out of this white car, says, "Are you Josh?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" He said, "Ohio Fish Rescue, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Man, I knew that was you." He says, "There ain't another person in this world that looks like Josh from OFR." He's like, "Man, I was at your house like 2 years ago. We were at the Greg Whitstock pond build."
Yeah.
He said, "You guys have been doing so much stuff. You guys have been growing. Like, you guys are awesome." Talked to
Aw.
him for about 5 minutes, and now I'm on my way.
That happens to me all the time. I'll be walking through the grocery store, and someone will be like, and I look at them, and I'm like, okay, and they're like,
It's
"Big
the
Rich."
mullet.
Yeah, it's the mullet, man. They're like, "Big Rich." I'm like, yeah. We get to talking all the time. We have fun. People on the highway, beeping at us and waving at us and stuff. It's great when you get. At first, when this first started happening, some guy pulled up beside me and he's beeping, wanting to roll his window down. And my thing was to flip him off. Who's this idiot? I didn't, of course. I rolled down my window and he started yelling about OFR, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm driving the OFR van. Oh, it's a fan. How you doing?"
All right, the next one says, "Hello, Rich, Reaper, and Skylar. Just want to say thanks again for coming and doing a meet and greet. It was great to meet you all
Yes.
and spend time with you. As promised, encloses the check from everything that we accrued that day. I hope all is well. Can't wait to see what you do with the tanks. Sincerely, Bill."
Now this was from the Pet Zone, I think it was called.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Pet Zone.
Yeah, Pet Zone. And we sat there and we did a meet and greet. We met all of his customers and gave out signatures and stuff, like took pictures, stuff like that, and just talked with a bunch of nice people. They're the ones that gave us that big tank that's in the driveway now, and the 150 gallon or 180 gallon that's set up in the front room right now, right? That's where that one come from.
I think so.
Yeah, that came off the same trailer. Yeah. There was a brand new tank. It had a little chip in the corner, and the customer didn't want to accept it. So they got one to replace it, and they said, "Take it if you want it." I'm like, "I'll take that. That chip don't scare me." So we got that set up. That's this 180 we've been setting up. So yeah, they're very nice people. Great pet store. I'm talking a hidden gem. This little pet store is in it's a small city, and everything looks like the stores were turned into stores from houses and type thing. It was that type of small little city. And then you go to this pet store and you go inside, and it's huge, and it's just got the nicest people and so much stuff. And then you go downstairs in the basement, it's all reptiles, and it's like a display, like the Reptarium. And it's beautiful there. It's a great place. And they told us anything they made off of the entrance fees or the hot dogs or anything else that they sold that day, they would give us a portion of.
Yeah.
And they sent us $500 for
Cool.
doing that.
Awesome.
But that was a 5.5 hour drive there and a 5.5 hour drive back, and then we spent probably 5 hours there.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were really nice people, very nice people.
Okay, Flood City Fish Keeper, $10. Says, "Josh, I have a small flyover turtle on order from Rod and Kevin. Any tips on making sure the shells develop nice and it starts life as healthy as possible?" Okay, so first things first.
Go ahead, Josh.
When flyover turtles are small, they are very infectious of getting a fungal disease.
Yes.
But it does not look like a fungal disease. It'll start off as these tiny little white dots, and you're like, what is that? It's actually a fungus infection. So what I like to do with baby
Get it to
flyover
the vet
turtles,
instantly.
Well, not only that, if you keep a little bit of iodized salt, and if you want, go ahead and message me. I'll give you the proportions of salt, for per gallon of water. And you keep iodized salt in the water, the fungus cannot grow, but your turtle is fine. But if you have iodized salt in with fish, it will kill them. So if you have it in a tank alone, you will completely, nullify any sort of fungal infection on that turtle. And for a baby turtle, you want to make sure you have enough combination of protein and vegetables. So, like, if you do massivore pellets or carnivore pellets,
which is what we did,
that's
so
a
it can
lot of
happen to
pellets.
anybody. Here's what you got to watch out for: the back of their shell should be just quarter round like that. That's it. The back of the shell will start tilting up and bending up. That's when they're getting too much protein. That means they're growing faster than the shell can. So it's pulling the shell, So you need to give them more vegetables at that point and until that shell curves back straight. That's our point. We'll feed them protein and pellets and all this stuff. But as soon as that shell starts to curve, we go back on a vegetable diet. What's that?
So I got the 5 donations.
They want to see her eat scorpion.
Oh yeah. I forgot
5
to call you about that.
donations. I'll
Yes,
eat
Jim
it.
Sheasley. Wait, come here and show everybody.
Let's hang on before we get into that. I'm gonna finish this thought.
Hold up.
So yeah, you want to make sure that he has a balanced diet of protein, meats and vegetables. You can do, pleco pellets. Right now, I had a turtle that his shell was, growing too fast. So he was getting too much protein. His shell was curving up, and now it is almost fixed. It's probably not, it's not in the video, but I did take a video. It'll be up soon, and you'll see how much the shell has improved. So you just want to make sure it has enough protein. If it's not going too well, you can also feed him more vegetables than protein. I mean, right now I had to pretty much stop the entire protein intake to this turtle and just feed him, pleco wafers and algae wafers and fruits and stuff.
But now knowing that you're armed with the information to not get worse,
Exactly.
So as soon as you see it, you can make the change. And that's the biggest problem. Those two things right there are your biggest problems for the fly river turtle.
But I mean, if you're feeding, massivore pellets and algae pellets, I wouldn't really be concerned. Where it got bad with us was he was in a tank where we were feeding the
Shrimp.
baby fish every day, and he's eating meats every day. He was the first one on it because it tasted good. He wanted it.
Right.
So that's where we kind of made a mistake. But if you ever have a concern, a question, I will be glad to message you and share our thoughts with you. Have no problem with that whatsoever. All right, so we got that one. We have $2 from Joanne says Skylar eats.
We've got Doom Pie says upload the Monster Pond build. There is a 6-part build on that. Go to our page and go look back through the videos until or even search for Pool Pond build. And please don't. And you'll come up with them. They're on there. Actually, if you go to our main page on YouTube and scroll down, it's one of our best of videos, and you'll see all 6 parts there. You can go back and watch them.
Bob Taylor, $5 says eat the scorp.
Stop chewing.
Gems and Snakes says $2. Love from Holland.
All right, now go ahead and zoom in and show them the scorpion. Start eating the tail.
AZ Fish Room, $5 says make sure to show the scorpion first. Very well.
Turn it over. He had a nice long tail on it, but she ate that already.
No, I hit the top of them. It's
right, that had the tail in it.
No, it's pincers. Tail's on the bottom.
Let me see. Look.
Samantha Nolan, $5. Skylar.
Oh, yeah, you're right to the pincers. You're right.
You can't tell.
I can't see very well. Okay, so she's going to go and start eating this now.
Bob Taylor, another $5. Eat it, Skylar.
Oh, you made the baby yell.
She
said, "Ooh."
He said, "Damn it, I wanted it."
Oh, that's probably what she's yelling.
babies aren't supposed to have added sugar until
Right.
they're 2, and I already gave her some cake today.
What'd she do with the cake? She lost her mind, didn't she?
She loved it.
I'm sure.
But it was a wedding.
Oh, that's like when I had Goliath here, and every year at Christmas, I instead of buying him gifts, I'd give him a plate of people food, mashed potatoes and ham and gravy and corn and stuffing and all that, and he just loved it. And people were yelling at me. I'm like, look, it's once a year. A Great Dane has a very short lifespan, 5 to 7 years, and let him enjoy himself.
Yeah.
He wasn't oversized. He wasn't fat.
I'm gonna have my fair, share of work cut out cleaning up after her. She's dropping
Yeah,
shit
you
all over
are.
your house. You wanted grandkids, damn it.
I did. I can't believe out of the 3 boys that I had, your brother's 33, your other brother's 32, you're 27. You're the first one to have grandkids.
27?
He's 28.
You're 28 now?
He's been 28.
Yeah, I'm 28.
Oh my god, I'm the only
Wait,
one that
you're-
knows Josh's age here.
You were 2795.
Christ.
Yeah, 28.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's 23 and it's already February's passed. Yeah, you're 28. Where are these years
Oh my
flying
god,
to?
I'm sorry, Josh.
She did my math and found, I remember I was telling everybody I'm 58.
Yeah,
She did the math and told me,
You're
no, you're
59.
59.
You're about to turn 60.
On September, I'm going to turn 60.
he had no idea.
I'm
that he
like,
had
there was a
midlife
year
crisis.
of my life, Skylar. You could have kept that info to yourself.
He had a midlife crisis. He was telling me this whole time he was 58. I'm 58.
I really thought I was.
I was like, what year were you born? He was like, 1963. I'm like, that would make you 59, my friend. You're about to turn 60. And you're like, what?
No.
You did the math.
No.
And you were like, no. And then the next week, you were like, what the heck is going on? And then you always say, you're like, Josh is 27. Josh is 28. Whatever. Josh is 26. I'm like, no. 28.
All right, let's get a few more questions.
Kyle Hernandez says, are you guys doing anything for Cinco de Mayo? Yes, we absolutely are. I am going to watch Tracy. What are you guys doing?
Drunk.
We had a wedding. We went to a Mexican restaurant, had some tequila and some burritos and stuff, and that was it. Then we came and had the live stream. Boom. Ain't that right, Laura?
Is today Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah, it's the 5th of May.
I don't know when
de
Cinco
Mayo.
de Mayo is.
Oh, you know how old I am, but you don't know what date it is? Terrible.
I know what age you guys two are, but I never.
Jim Sheasley, $20. Let's hope to come out this week. Gotta show you this cool new tattoo.
Oh.
Tell me it's an OFR tattoo.
How much you want to bet? Whether it is or ain't. Neither one of us know, but let's bet. A
Probably-
buck.
It's probably not, but it's a fish tattoo.
I'll say it is. Oh, a fish tattoo? No, it's probably a fish tattoo.
It's a fish tattoo.
We can't both bet on the same thing. Okay, I'll go with OFR tattoo.
No, because I offered to pay for the first OFR tattoo, so
Yeah.
it's obviously not the first OFR tattoo.
All right. Well, I'll go a buck on the OFR. You go a buck on the fish.
Yeah, go ahead and add that to the 20+ bucks in bets that I've won.
All right, let's go $20. OFR or fish.
No, you already said a buck. What if I lose? Then I lose my.
What's that?
Try this.
I'm not going to try
No,
that.
the actual tattoo part just doesn't taste good either. Here, I didn't try that part.
Dude, I will never eat or drink after anybody, let alone a girl. Come on now.
I'm not gonna say that all much.
All right, first puffer fish suggestions. No experience with fish, only the venomous snakes. Your probably best bet would be a haka.
Now you started something, Josh. Ashley Smith says, heck, if you're paying, I'll get an OFR tattoo. Next question. Oh, if you're paying, I'll get an OFR tattoo.
Bring it on. First come, first serve.
Oh, only the first one? Well, then that would be to
Finish this
Ashley
next-
Smith. She's the first one that said it.
Finish this next our stream.
Actually, I got some friends who do tattoos. I might do like 10. Hi, sweetie.
You're not going to eat the scorpion?
I'm going to finish the next stream. only gotten that much accomplished, and I need a new vape.
Oh, you need a new vape?
Oh, you ate all of its pincers off?
Yeah, the pincers and everything. I've tasted the scorpion. I know
Jim
it doesn't taste
Sheasley,
good.
$5 says check your phone.
Oh Jesus. Laura,
I'm seeing
this
his
is
message
Lord.
just then.
And Lori Kish, $5 says, I got my big rich doll today. Thanks, Jim. Nice, sweetie.
What is that?
Oh my gosh.
It's an OFR tattoo.
Oh,
That's awesome.
yeah. Wait, did you?
I don't know you nothing.
You don't owe me $1 less.
Aw.
Jim, that
My
is
first
awesome.
one I built.
We got to do
All right,
a
well.
video on that.
Look at that. It's a rock made out of rock. Gravel.
Oh, that's
We
cool.
got, we
You wanna
got,
What
show
am I
them?
to do?
we'll show them on, a video.
I know. How
That's
about this?
awesome.
How
All
about
right,
this?
Jim, when you come over, we'll make a video up of that.
That's sweet, dude.
The rest of you want to see this? You want to see it? Not till the video comes out.
We get a
That
certain,
is sweet.
we
That's
get,
big,
we
too.
Get a certain amount of donations, and I'll get a whole part tattoo.
That is dedication right there. That's
Hey, wait.
awesome.
Did you hear?
Sweetie, baby.
Wow. Skylar jumped on the bandwagon. And she didn't even ask for money. She says
He
a
better
certain
tell
amount of
me.
donations come in, she would do the OFR tattoo too. So what's the donations you're talking about?
I mean, that's to be
On your
discussed.
forehead.
On my forehead.
Oh no.
Yeah, even Laura says that's not a good idea. Laura, where should I get it? Point to where I should get my tattoo. Josh.
Hey, sweetie.
Laura, where should I get a tattoo?
All right, guys, let's
Give it on my
get
hand. That's the biggest you'll get.
one more question before we sign off. Oh, she's tired.
Well, you fed her and you didn't put her in a place to lay down.
Oh, all right. Kind of says that we got a sneak peek.
Well, the first OFR tattoo is officially out there from our boy Jim Sheasley. Yes, Moby Dick of Dopeness says, Josh, it's a doll, not an action figure. No, I read that wrong. It's a action figure, not a doll.
Nice, sweetie.
That's really loud.
All right,
Hey,
guys.
Hey, Grandpa says hi.
I've
Hi,
got to
sweetie.
call this one off. She's getting tired. She was an angel almost all stream. She knows it's 7:30. She's like, it's time for
7:30.
bed.
It's my time to go, isn't that right, Laura? Yeah. You make me?
So thank you all for hanging out with us. It's been a great Friday night. Poor baby. And we will see you all next week on yet another
Hang on.
Stay Fishy Friday. What's up?
I'm going to stay on a little.
Go for it.
You want to stay on?
Yes, it's good.
Okay. He's going to take his dictator home. She runs the show now. She's cute for a dictator, but she runs the
She's
show.
adorable. No, I usually have her in bed or in nap.
I know. Oh, poor sweetheart.
He's like, you've had me around family all damn day. Not a minute to my damn self. Take me home this instance.
Could have left the money. Now I'm going to start screaming.
Poor baby. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Laura. Stop. Hey.
What are you doing, baby?
She's up on my toes. Oh,
I know,
oh,
baby.
oh,
Oh.
oh.
All right. I'm sorry, but Skylar, can you grab the Dutch bacon and clean up those, scratches after the stream?
Hey,
No problem.
hey.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Get out. I
I'm
love
using
you
my
guys.
new vacuum now.
Bye, baby Laura.
Don't you think
Wow, that's
a
the
good
most I've heard her
idea?
scream.
Yeah, it was loud. Don't you think that's a good idea?
What's that?
There's a certain amount of donations that come in, getting an OFR tattoo.
Hey, Skylar,
Sure.
that blanket to your right and my shoes underneath the table. Can
You can't leave without
me?
your shoes. He got to the door and figured out he don't have his shoes.
Thank you.
I need to leave here soon. I'm out of my nicotine. Do you remember where I had to buy a vape less?
Bye.
I'll be
Hi.
right back.
Love you guys.
Give me 1 minute.
Oh my goodness. That was definitely your piercing. But we're on here for maybe another half hour, guys. So I don't know what it's going to take to get Skylar to do that. I hate that. My thing alerts me when somebody's at the front door. And I know Josh is walking to the front door. But as soon as I say bye to him, my phone goes off. I'm like, ooh, what's that? And I pick it up and it's like, you have someone at the front door. I'm like, man, I knew that. It gets me all the time. Uh-oh. Captain Stanley 51 says, what do you guys think King of DIY does with his big rich doll? Well, for one, I hope to God he doesn't have one. He'll be over there making videos and putting me in different positions and like, you know, fighting a Klingon or rolling around with like a what are them baby things, the 4 different colored things. What were them things? I forget what they were called.
Forgot her name sucks.
Hey, what was them things called? The baby things. If you were a baby, you'd watch them, the kids. There were 4 things. They were on the hillside, green. And
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies, yes. He's gonna have me dancing with a Teletubby or something, you know? He's crazy that way. On his videos, that'd be crazy. Now he's sitting back, he just heard me. He's like, oh, I gotta buy me one of those. Oh no. If Joey doesn't have one, please somebody get him one. Look, this is not funny. I'm going to leave now. I'm going. Oh my God. Joey just took this X-rated. Yes, Step Charge. It's an action figure. Let's get this right. Oh, that would be a cool name, Major Dex. I like that. You know what I watch? When you're watching the King of DIY, he'll be doing work and stuff like that, and he'll come all up to the screen to read the things, and you look at it, and it just shows his big forehead, and it's shining at you. It goes up to like here. I try and say something to him every time, and he's never heard me. He's going to hear me tonight. It's my stream. He says a 5 head. It's not a 4 head. Yes, Joey was extra normal tonight. That was awesome of him. He knows we run a family-friendly show. But thank you for being nice, Joey. He's kind of an X-rated person. Some of the things that he says, oh my God. Lee Martin says, what's the plan for all those koi in the very back pond? As we all know, Brian Barczyk is building a public aquarium. And we talked to him about, you know, placing them at his public aquarium. And he's got a house that he does Airbnb with. It's $1 million house. So he's got a big koi pond there. So we were thinking it would give them a better home and be on more display being there than being in our mud pond, which is actually better for them in all reality. They would have more room there because he wouldn't take all 360 and put in the same pond. So he takes some and put in a big pond. But here they're in a mud pond, which is their natural habitat, and they love to eat at the mud at the side and get all the scraps and the nutrients off of that and the clay. And for some reason, Koi, you don't have to be so close to me. This goes way over just because the picture's cut off. Yeah, move on over, girl. There you go, a little farther. There you go.
Where do you think I should look?
What?
Can't find it.
I don't know. Your vape is not my worry. So anyways, I forgot what I was talking about now. Sheesh. I don't know. Oh, Tamara's here. Hi, Skylar. Hi, Rich.
Oh, Tamara.
Oh, yeah, I did do that again, didn't I? Tamara.
Yeah, it's not Tamara.
It's not
Tamara.
tomorrow either. It's
Tamara.
Tamara.
No, Tamara.
Tomorrow.
Tamara. Who's right here? Is it Tamara or
It's
is it
Tamara.
Tamara?
Just giving her some shit.
It's Tamara.
Okay. Real Legend Bobby says, is Brutus the biggest fish you've ever owned, Big Rich? And the answer is absolutely yes. I've had quite a few 4-footers, and I've had a couple of 5-footers. I've never had a 6-footer before, and he's quickly outgrown 6 foot. He's bigger than 6 foot. Well, when Joey was here, he said he was bigger than 6 foot, and when he seen him in person, I didn't think
He's
so.
6.5 foot at least now.
He's getting up there. He's definitely bigger than 6 foot now.
I was looking at him today and I was like, gosh darn, that's a huge butt fish. Except I said, God damn, it's a big ass fish.
Can you call on it?
I was telling you what I said, but versus what was going on in my head.
What's with all the L's and W's and stuff? What's this?
I don't know, I can't see anything. I don't have my glasses or contacts.
Oh, that's right. The koi in the mud pond, eating clay and giving Brian, where I left off. Thank you very much. CW Whitmore 7. So we talked to Brian, and we can work that out with Brian. He's building that public aquarium, and he's doing that, and he needs them anyway. So I think that would be a good place for them to go, and that would open up the back pond for us to bring in more, koi rescues and stuff like that. So I think that's all in all a good win right there.
OBG Foster, Brutus will get how big? 20 feet? Yeah, they're known they can get up to about 17 foot.
No, that was back in the day.
No, that's what I'm saying. If they're in captivity, they could probably get up to 17 foot. The problem is they're being so heavily hunted right now that it's
you
hard
don't
for
see
them
them
to
this
get
big no more. Now they're saying that the maximum size for an arapaima is 14 foot. So please don't do this kind of stuff to me. I used to think all the time they'd get up, 17, 18 foot. And then, I was corrected when, you look it up on the internet, it says 14 foot is their largest size, which I don't believe because, we've seen them bigger before, but, they're hunted so much in real life that they don't see them like this no more. They're a great source of food over there. And there's 7 different, I've learned this because there's a place in New York that sells Peruvian sea bass, and it's a delicacy and it's real expensive, but all it is arapaima. Now in their thing, it just shows you there's 7 different cuts of meat with 7 different distinct flavor. I guess the meat right here by their jowls is the most delicate, juicy piece of meat. Of course you got the meat on their fins, you got the meat, on their back, you've got, meat on their jaw meat here and here. I mean, there's 7 different cuts of meat on an arapaima, and they sell it as Peruvian sea bass. So if you're ever in an expensive restaurant and you see Peruvian sea bass, it's arowana or arapaima. I'm sorry. I tried buying one from them back before we had any arapaima, and they said $1,500. I'm like, I'm just looking for a little one, and they said, oh no, that little one will grow out, and that's how much we'll make off of it cutting it up. And I'm like, well, so you don't have to grow it out. You don't have to feed it for 3-4 years. You can just sell it to me now, and $1,500. I'm like, but $1,500. I'm like, okay, thank you very much. Bye. We didn't buy one, needless to say.
Also, another fun fact is that with the arapaima is they've actually been found in Florida now.
Oh yeah,
they've been found.
They're next
to
indigenous to Florida at this point. They're
crazy.
everywhere in the canals. They're everywhere, and just like Oscars. Oscars come from South America, but down in Florida, when I was a boy, 45 years ago, I was fishing in the canals, and I used to hate these fish.
What the hell was this fish?
No, we knew what the name was, and I'll tell you that in a second. But I'm trying to fish for the big fish, and as soon as you throw your line in, like up here, you go pond fishing. As soon as you throw your line in, you've got crappie, or I'm sorry, bluegill and stuff.
I'm sorry, I just have to fart really bad.
What? Get out of here! No. What is wrong with you?
I had to fart.
Why would you do that?
I just had to do it.
You made the fake noise with your mouth. Why would you do that?
Look at the chat.
What are you people doing? She's crazy enough as it is.
You, my Joey.
Oh my God. So, anyways,
he said a while ago. He said at first, Skylar, stand up and pretend to fart, and then you kept going on. He said, Skylar, stand up and pretend to fart right goddamn now, and he said, Skylar, only wanted to read the chat, and they said, ha 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 ha, W in the chat for Skylar.
So, anyways, I'm trying to catch some of the big fish in the canals, and then these mud daubers would come up, be the first on the line, like bluegill are here, And nobody wants to go fishing for bluegill. There's a million of them. They fish all. They're the first ones on your hook. You know what you do with bluegill? When you take your grandkids fishing, you put little red dough balls on little number 4 hook, and you put them in and let them catch bluegill while you're bass fishing, or catfishing, whatever. And that's the way you do that. And that way the grandkid has fun. I caught so many fish today, yay, Well, the mud daubers down in Florida are the same way. And it turns out I moved from Florida to up here, and I see these damn mud daubers in the pet stores for sale. They call them Oscars. I'm like, God dang, I hate them fish, Now I love them being, in the fish hobby and stuff. They're absolutely great. They're like puppies. I swear they have their own personality, each one. Most fish do, but pacus and Oscars are really overboard with their personality. They can be trained. I mean, they're just really smart. But, at the time, I just didn't like them. I was just a fisherman, and I hated that they would jump on your line. They gave a heck of a fight down there in Florida, though. But, all in all, we thought they were garbage fish back in them days.
Oh, it's called Florida.
Yeah, so now Florida's covered with all kinds of fish
You never know
that are now pretty much indigenous to Florida because there's so many of them that got released and they're able to populate and they've taken over. Like Lake Ida, Florida, you go there and you catch some crazy big clown knives. I mean, you catch them, and clown knives are one heck of a fight on a fishing pole.
Have you seen
because of how big their side is when they turn to get, and you're trying to pull it, man, they got some drag, some pull to them. Clown knives.
Did you know that they have crocodiles in Florida?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I found that out this week. I thought it was just alligators.
Okay.
You live there. I didn't.
Yes. But anyways,
Josh said, Joey, quit sending me nudes.
oh my God.
Joey said, wait, I like it. No, this is from Josh, actual Josh. And then Joey said,
Is
wait,
this
I like
online
it.
or is this to
Yeah,
you?
this is in the live chat. They're sending this in the live chat.
You guys stop.
Josh Price, OFR. Joey, quit sending me nudes. Josh Price. Wait, no, never mind. Josh Price, OFR. Wait, I like it. So Josh is the one who likes it.
Wow. Uh-oh, they're sending each other deck pics.
Yeah, they want to see pictures of your big deck. Yeah, you do have a pretty big deck out there, don't you?
What did I explain to you when you moved in?
You have a big deck?
Oh my God, no, I did not. I told you that I considered my life pretty much over. I haven't, been with the girl in the last 3 years. I've been taking care of Tracy.
Yeah.
And I didn't look for a girl. I don't look for a woman. I don't try none of that stuff. I figured my life is over with. What I need to do now is to get Tracy brought back and let her enjoy some time with her grandkid and get my affairs in order, because everything that I've worked for can now go to the kids. And that was basically my reason for being alive. When you came here, that's what you said. That's what I told you, And all these, I'm not sending nobody deck pics, guys.
You've talked about your big deck a lot.
I do
No,
not.
you don't. No, you do say you have a big deck, and then Josh Price 04 said, I sent him a big deck pic. And then Josh Price 04 says, I have a rooftop deck. And so I think
This is getting
Josh
out of
really
hand.
wants him to see the picture of his dick. You do have a big deck, though. I mean, I can walk right outside right now and see it.
The Saya Levelin says, crap, got to make another drink. I'm going to feel this
no.
tomorrow.
King of DIY says, lies, been on his deck, middle of the night, hated it.
Oh my God.
Joey! How dare you?
Did he stand up and start yelling it was too big?
Probably. I think Joey's just jealous. If I'm gonna...
He went home and told Tamara that everything here was too big for him. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, the fish room was too big. The pool room was too big.
Look
The
what
kitchen
Josh
was
said.
too big.
Your son just said this.
Well, you told me to
Josh
look.
said, Joey, you snuck into the wrong room. That was Skylar's deck.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Uh,
Wow.
How much for Skylar to eat a tarantula? As long as it's been like cooked, where it's crispy, $100 I'll eat a tarantula, but you have to send it in.
She can't eat anything if it's goozy and oozy.
Yeah, if it's oozy, I'll throw up. If it's crunchy, I got it. It's Crying Shame said he couldn't handle its girth.
Oh my God. Decks don't have girths, people. What is wrong with you people?
Yeah, they do.
No, it has length and width.
And girth too. You can measure around it.
G024 says, "Who's this Skylar chick?" She's somebody that used to volunteer here, and then
Made your life hell.
she well, no, she helped out an awful lot, and then she ended up needing a place. Her and her mom got in a little argument. She needed a place to stay, and I told her as long as she helped me out here, she could move in here. Well, she's been here now, what, 6 months?
Yeah, 6 months.
Still waiting for you to help out.
I'm still waiting to smack you in your goddamn face.
So no, she helps around here. She was doing the fish feeding for a while. She does all the laundry. She actually washes it, dries it, and folds it for us. So she handles that.
I handle drinking your alcohol too.
Oh my God, there ain't no alcohol safe around here. None. I went as far as to hide a bottle so that I had some. Finally, a couple days later, I went to go get some, and it was empty. Just sitting there in my hiding spot, empty.
Well, Chef Kamsey said, just wanted to say, love Ohio Fish Rescue and everyone you are about. Also, shout out to Fishy family. I have a big deck out back. I have BBQ on it.
Nice.
He barbecues on his big deck. Oh, can we start barbecuing on your
People
big
mostly
deck?
just use.
We should start barbecuing on your big deck.
People just usually do lines off their big decks.
You took it one step further than me.
Captain Stanley 51 says peanut butter balls. Oh my God, you missed that episode. So funny. How funny. It was another one of those things to where I'm talking to Josh about something and somebody says something and they mean entirely something else. And I'm still talking about actual peanut butter balls. You know, how good they are and this and that.
You like your balls. What can
Stop
you say?
Stop it.
You love
this
Joey's
is
balls,
Friday.
don't you?
Stop it. I have never seen nor touched anything of Joey's.
You said you loved his balls, though.
Okay, I did say this online, but it was because that man took on corporations. He took on, let me finish talking. He took on corporations. He takes on businesses. He took on Corey from, I don't even remember his name, his show, but he takes on these people and he goes at them and, goes head to head with them and wins. That's what I was talking about. I love Joey's balls. And then he copied that one little thing off the live stream and then played it back in another one of his streams about how I was in love with him. And, and then he switches. He goes, yeah, Big Rich is in love with me. He's this and that. He's been watching me for years. He's this and that. Here, let me show you a clip. And he goes, and I love Joey's balls. I'm like, oh, that was not, it was taken out of context. That was not how it was meant. That's what I'm talking about. Joey's funny.
Say it one more time. Just say. So you what exactly did you say? Because okay, what did you say? What did you say?
Didn't you and
I just want to hear what you said. My phone's not out. What'd you say?
Didn't you and your boyfriend just hook up last week or something? Or
We hung out. We didn't hook up.
Oh, you're hooking up tomorrow. You're going out on the boat with him.
That's not hooking up. That's going out on a boat.
Okay.
That's called being a boats and hose bitch.
You're a boats and hose bitch?
I guess so.
Wow.
No, I'm captaining. He gets to set up all the lines and everything, so I don't have to do it. No, I already read that one. Just read that one.
Did you? Well, I didn't say thank you. Thank you, Chef Kamsey.
No. What did you say in the live stream that Joey repeated in the video?
I will not say it again.
So you don't love DIY Joey's balls?
Nothing to do with it.
Do you love his balls?
Tamara's got this. Leave me alone.
Do you love?
Are you holding my arm for a reason? Get off my arm.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna. Yeah.
She's holding me. Listen, I'm not allowed to do what I want to do in my own house. I'm held captive here. I'm blinking, guys. I'm blinking. Somebody save me. Big Rich should start working out with Joey. Imagine a buff Big Rich.
Somebody said,
oh my God, the world couldn't handle it.
Somebody said at backyard boats and hose. LOL.
That's what you should call it.
Yeah, backyard boats and hose.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys haven't seen this, so
And then bring all your girlfriends over in bikinis. Show them your shirt.
So I just made this shirt. It's backyard boats, full send, full throttle.
Backyard boats, full send, full throttle.
I need to get and hose below it, but yeah, I just got these shirts. If people want them, I'm gonna make.
So that's like you and your friends. Backyard boats and hose.
It's like you and your friends. Backyard nothing, or backyard koi pond and no friends.
Oh yeah, I don't have no friends, Skylar. That really hurts me. Yeah, that's accurate too. I have no friends. This is why I can't go nowhere without getting mobbed by people.
You have no friends. I am your free friend. I try to make that sound like a flare. Free friend.
You hear that, guys? The most annoying ringtone ever.
Yeah, DIY.
DIY Joey. What's up, Joey? Hello? Take what back? Joey says, take it back, that you have no friends or we're done. I take it back, Joey. I take it back. You're my only friend.
Joey,
That man makes me laugh
okay,
so
let me
much.
rephrase that. Joey is Rich's only friend in this whole entire
stop it.
universe. I'm not your friend. You think I'm your friend?
I have so many friends, it's
You
ridiculous.
think I'm your friend?
Yeah.
You're wrong.
No, I've been wrong before. Okay, let's go on.
Why'd somebody hide this comment? That ringtone gets my dick flaccid. He said dick flaccid. I put it back on. A comment can actually.
Yeah, ringtone is annoying.
Absolutely.
But I tell you what, once you got that as your ringtone, it is so annoying you have to answer it. That makes me answer the phone.
Somebody said new boyfriend. Yeah, Joey is Rich's new boyfriend. They've
Oh,
been
stop
meaning to
it.
break the news, but I guess it's
We
being
can't
broken
break it to
now.
Tamara.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry you have to find out this way, but yeah, they are dating. They've been dating.
She's
for
a
while.
sweetheart. You
They
leave her
fell in
alone.
love. They fell
Stop
in love.
it.
First. It was like, the first time they saw
that's
each other,
not
they ran up to each other. He jumped up, grabbed Rich.
Stop spreading your lies.
Oh, what? Okay, good. Somebody made sure that one went through. Moby Dick of Dopeness says, and he loves Joey's balls. Yep, he loves Joey's balls.
I've had it with you people.
And Tamara, I love
wait,
Tamara.
J78
Tamara's
says
mine.
Skylar can handle her decks.
Hell yeah, I can.
Oh my god.
Hey, I had Bryce here when we were dating.
Yeah, you did.
You know I can handle my decks.
Oh my god, stop. This is you guys are getting way out of hand.
Oh, Adventures with Mikey said, "Hey Skylar, I'll make you a wooden plaque like I did Rich." Yes, I love things. I love things that are made
That's a
for
great
me. I
plaque.
would love anything. Anybody that sends me any
Do you
art,
remember the wooden plaque I showed you?
Yeah,
hanging up out there?
it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's awesome.
Absolutely.
Fishy with Daniel says, when do we get a video of Jerry driving the little train? Well, you won't get a video of Jerry driving anything.
You get a video of me on the little train, though.
He's kind of blind, son.
Oh, you missed that one, Rich. You missed that one big time.
Tamara, don't make.
Oh my
Rich, bro.
gosh.
Is she calling me a dick?
The king of DIY says, I break up with Tamara the second Rich tells me. So what? Is that tiger's blood Rich is drinking? That's what Josh says. And Josh said, winning. And
You gotta love this guy.
Can I
He's
send
awesome.
you a portrait of me painted by me? Tamara, send me a portrait of you. I will hang it up right in my room, and I will make sure everybody can see it. I would love that. I love you, Tamara.
Aw. And the romance begins.
Tamara, my friends, you and
So you're
Joey are
moving out of
friends.
OFR and moving into home of DIY.
No, I'm moving. When Tamara and I are moving out, you and Joey can fuck off somewhere else.
Oh my god. You know, I'm so glad I helped you out in life and let you live here.
And Tamara, by the way.
Wait. Stop. King of DIY says, shut up, Skylar. Don't talk while he's talking about me. Not now.
You are so far behind, it's not even funny. Scroll to the bottom.
Stop. Shall we read from here?
No,
Yeah. Oh, yes.
these are
Okay.
These are from 7:54. What time
That's
is it?
okay.
Reading?
I
I can't read.
It don't matter. The
I don't
point
have
is,
any nicotine. That's the
the
point.
point is,
I might die.
this is where we left off. This is where we continue, and we keep going until we reach the end. You're jumping ahead. Please stop. You got to stop running things.
I'm good at stick people paintings. Yeah, send me a stick person painting. That'd be nice, Tamara. I want a stick person painting. Joey has the address.
You know what paintings I like? When the girl gets her butt and legs and calf and everything all covered in paint, and backs up onto like a paint, canvas. I think that is awesome looking. I love that. So
I want a stick
any
person
girls
made.
want to send them in,
Stick
you can send them in.
Oh my gosh, Rich.
So Anna, I didn't say she's keeping up. I said she's jumping ahead.
Give me my phone back.
No. Only if you promise you won't talk
I
from.
promise I won't talk away from you. Give me my
Okay,
phone
thank
back.
you. All right, you never get.
You got a bunch of new messages from Joey, though.
No, we're getting to them. Yeah, Tamara says Rich has got Skylar's phone like a teacher in school.
You missed it?
Hell yeah.
Joey said, Rich made me one. Joey said, or Josh said, ha ha. Josh said, Joey sent me one too. And Joey said, what's the thing in the middle, huh?
I don't know. Jerry Johnson says Tamara can come stay with me in the basement. I still owe you one. Don't know what that means, but that's old man Jerry. He's downstairs in the basement.
Let me get some paper real quick. I'm gonna make a drawing of you, and then I'll do one of somebody's. I'll make a drawing of any new donations that can come in. I'll make you a.
Sue Ann, you were one of my favorites. Stop picking on me. Remember, Big Rich will be here forever. Skylar's may come and go.
All ready for artwork.
Ouch.
Oh.
Please turn the chair.
Sorry, I smashed it.
Better, Sue Ann. I like that answer better.
So to show you guys my artistic capabilities, I'll show you. Somebody said, where will Moby Dick of Dopeness, first of all, said, where will Skylar's cat go? She leaves. Obviously, the cat's coming with me.
No. Josh Price says, I got ants too. It must be new. Serious Fish Keeper says, can we get a Saturday Night Live with Jerry? I was thinking about it, but you give Jerry the microphone, nobody can talk. I mean, he's a talking storm. He just nonstop talks. He's like Skylar. I got to contain him a little bit.
Okay, that's mean if I said that. Should I show them the painting that I made for you
No.
a year ago? I
You
can't.
can show me your Marilyn Monroe.
Okay, I'll show you guys actually a real painting that I made. Sorry. What's the camera? So here is an actual painting that here, close that down so I can make sure this is shown well.
This is something Skylar painted.
Yeah, here you guys go. Took me absolutely forever. So I can really paint.
Hey, watch out. Skylar don't have a cat. They're left at her ex-boyfriend's house. Bar has a cat, but she already brought out Loki tonight.
King of DIY says, paint me like one of your French girls. I'll paint you here and give it to you.
No, you got to paint Joey in a French maid's outfit.
We'll see how funky we can make them. That's a good idea. It'll be Tamara's gift. Wait, go down. Tamara said something.
I don't know what that means.
Tamara said, now you have to paint me instead of me painting a stick version of myself. No, we're going to do both, and then we each have a painting of each other, Tamara. That's how it works. And Joey, Tamara gets the painting. I'm sorry, buddy. I'll have Rich will paint you, though. Will you paint Joey? I'll paint Samara. And we'll like, mush it together and send it.
Big Rich and Joey glam shots.
No. I'm gonna paint Samara. You're gonna paint Joey. We're gonna mash it together. We're gonna send it to him.
Reading, posts.
Scroll down a tiny bit more. I see that. Paint a picture of Rich's deck. I have the
You
picture.
can show him.
I can show him now.
It is not.
Guys, wait.
Stop.
Wait.
Her and her boyfriend painted this and brought it over and wanted me to hang it in my house. I'm like, why? I don't want this in my house. And she goes, I think it's something you would like. And she showed it to me, and it was disgustingly horrible.
Guys, before I turn it around, this might be the funniest thing that you guys have ever seen in your entire life.
You know what a definition of a chode is?
I have
That's
to.
what this is.
Here, wait, hold on. Get the thing down so I can make sure it's shown properly. And I have to make sure the comments are up. Guys, this is the funniest thing you will ever see.
No.
So I gave this to Rich as a gift.
Get that out of here. Come on, get it out of
I
here.
have to make sure everybody sees it.
Oh, they saw it. I'm gonna click the picture if you don't get it out of here now.
No, they have to see it a little bit longer. Okay, I think they saw it now. So
And that is definitely not a portrait of Rich's anything. She's never seen it. Don't worry about it.
it's not sad, Joey. It just has a mullet like him.
Basically, she paints a dick with a mullet on it. What does that say to you? I'm a big dick. To me, that isn't a big dick. That's a chode. And
That's what I meant to. But I made your balls big. I said you have big balls.
oh my God.
See, look at these balls. See, this is a well drawn
Put that
painting.
down.
No, because this is well drawn. This is
All right,
perfect.
you say no, I will just shut off the camera.
Okay, I put it down.
Thank you. Joe Lorian says, I'm dying now. Ava Samad
No, that
says,
is true.
Joe,
I gave it to Rich, like as a joke gift kind of thing. I had a bottle of vodka for him too, but
now that I appreciated.
no, but I didn't tell him about that one. I showed him this, and he had to take me aside. He was like, "You know what? This is kind of disrespectful." And then I was like, "Yeah, you're probably right. I probably shouldn't have painted you as a dick. It was probably wrong of me."
No, because later I gave you a place to stay.
Yeah, you did. Then he ended up thinking it was funny. He put it up, all that.
I put it next to Tracy where she would find it funny,
Yeah,
but no one
it's
else
the
saw it.
worst place. No, this is
No.
not in the video. Remember that one time they're like, "Is that a picture of a penis?"
Yes, I didn't see that.
It's fucked up a little.
Too much language.
Hey, we're PG-13 now.
Yeah, this is how Skylar expresses herself. She acts 13 and draws penis pics all over the place.
King of DIY said, "When Rich's hair is to the side, I picture he ran through the
Oh my God.
wind. I love it."
Fishing with Dano says, hearing Big Rich say chode was on my bucket list. Sebastian says, not cool, Skylar.
How do I express myself?
You draw dick pics everywhere.
Hey, Jeff's fishing in the sunshine should keep Skylar. She's funny. And Jeff's fishing in the sunshine. Do you fish? Backyard boats, baby. That's what we do.
What
Fishing.
did you just
Backyard boats, baby.
Oh.
It's on the wrong side.
out of
the wrong side.
the
Backyard
side of my
boats.
eyes, a peripheral
Well, it
vision?
would help
I
if
saw
you-
you going like this.
It would help if you didn't have that, like right in the middle, so I could see where I was pointing. Backyard boats. Let's see what else people said. Sauce the man with big dick
Moby
comments.
Dick of Dopeness says, keep Skylar, enforce the swear jar. Fun to rescue. You can't get blood from a stone, son.
Ava Stavitt says, sounds like sexual frustration to me. I don't think that's a problem here.
You or me? What are you talking about?
For myself.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about her private life.
Lee Martin. Spring break, Skylar gone wild.
No one wants to see that. Trust me. The things she talks about going wild about, you don't want to see.
Raheem said Skylar is getting chubbier day by day. I'm actually on a freaking diet right now. I am on a diet
Oh,
right now.
you never say that to a girl, Raheem. Oh my God.
Rich can atone by this. I am on a diet
This is
right
going
now.
to mess with you for the next 3 weeks.
I know. I am on a diet right now. I'm actually sticking under 100 or 1,000 calories, which I don't recommend, even with alcohol.
You're staying under 1,000 calories.
Yeah, I'm staying under 1,000 calories, even with alcohol, and I log everything I eat. So
Now, because she did get a little thicker, and things were brought up to her, and she went on this diet, and she has actually lost weight since. So, but Raheem,
I would show them, but I can't because I'm starting to get a little bit of abs now. Because you saw me go into the when I went to the hot tub today. I am starting to get a little bit of abs on top now, which I didn't have. And then Tamara
says she just has chubby cheeks.
Oh, that's me. Well, no, then I'm following Tamara's diet where I'm like adding protein powder into like all the
But
drinks that I'm drinking.
She
too.
works out nonstop.
I worked my ass off yesterday.
That's not working out.
Oh, if you say that's 2 days ago, I guess. But if you say that's not working out, that was working out.
See, Death Charge. He says, hey, girls with the curves look better anyway.
I think it's my shirt. Maybe I need to get different backyard boat shirts. Because, you know, I wear okay, my leggings are a size extra small, and my shirt size is a small, and my bra size is a small, and my pants are a small. So anybody who thinks I'm, like, really gaining that much weight, you're out of your mind.
OG Foster says, that's too low. I now weigh 200 pounds from messing up my metabolism from diets like that.
Yeah, I'm at 130 right now.
And where are you trying to get to?
I'm going to get to 120.
120?
Oh, King of DIY says she's tiny in person. Thank you, Joey.
Is that the first nice thing he said?
He's been nice to me. I appreciate. So I can't say anything mean about Joey now. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Tamara.
Is Skylar drunk?
I'm a little bit, yeah, because I'm bitching at you guys.
Stop it.
This is OFR after party, after party.
Right. There's one my son, he calls Dad, get off the internet now.
Who said that?
You guys remember them nights I was drinking from the toilet paper roll, couldn't find no alcohol in it? That's the nights Josh calls and says, get off the internet.
Where do I buy bras that come in a small? I get them from everywhere, like Amazon, and Victoria's Secret mostly. But no, Rich can, like, I mean, how many meals a day do I eat right now?
She hardly eats. She eats like a bird when she does eat.
That's why a small shirt on me makes me look fat, because I just haven't really been eating that much. King of DIY said, I'm told I'm big on the internet. In person, not so much. Actually, Joey, you're a lot taller than I was expecting you to be. You know, I think you're...
No one on this earth has ever said that before, ever.
He's a lot taller than I thought. He's taller
a
than me.
tiny little thing. He's so cute.
How you were acting about it, you were like, oh, Joey's so small, Joey's so this, so that.
He's cute. He's a tiny little guy.
He comes up to, like, my I thought he was going to come up to right here, but, like, he was, like, way up here to me. And I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, but next to me, you know, he's
that's everybody, though. Joey, you're tall in person, too.
And
Yeah,
Bill,
King of DIY said, shut your whore mouth, Rich. Yeah, Joey, you are a lot taller than how everybody describes you and how you say you are online. Aw, right. Tamara said...
Who's this guy that says, shut my whore mouth? Let's eject him from the channel.
No. Oh, my God. Oh, Tamara said, wow, if Joey's small, I can't wait to hear how petite I am. Aw, Tamara, I can't wait to meet you. We're going to be best buds.
You're going to what?
We were going to be best buddies.
Oh.
Tamara, you got to text me more.
Brian Jennings goes, Big Rich, you are such a patient and kind man.
God,
you mean a lot to a lot of people. Many you likely don't even know. You do inspiration as a human and as a fish keeper. Love you, bro. Cheers from Montana. Or Ontario, Canada. Thank you. I don't know how that happened. My mouth stumbled. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. That's nice
Tamara's
words.
drinking a little cute bottle of Crown Royal, watching the show. She
Aw.
said, "Here I go again."
She's so tiny. Everything she does is
That
cute.
means we're gonna FaceTime tonight. That's what that means. And then Joey said, "Tamara's gross in person." Joey, you shut your whore mouth.
Yeah, you tell them.
Tamara, you're perfect. And we're all FaceTiming again tonight. You guys don't know this, but sometimes we all FaceTime late at night.
Oh no, me and Joey will be, like men on the phone, and her and Tamara will be FaceTiming right next to us.
Tamara.
Tamara.
Tamara, it's a doozy, it's a doozy.
I keep doing that. I'm sorry. Tell you what, I don't care how small Tamara is. She handles them glasses of whiskey just fine.
I know, and she drinks Crown Apple too. That is my
Right.
favorite type next to Hennessy.
The problem is,
That's
you
why
girls
I'm
may
friends
like
with
drinking
Tamara.
Crown, but ain't no guys around you want you to drink Crown. You
Oh,
girls all get
I can help
mean
out.
and are 10 foot tall.
Hey, Fishing with Dino. Just got my first black ghost knife fish. Any tips? I can actually help with this one because I just got my first black ghost knife.
And what
And
did you learn from it? How to steal it?
I learned how to keep it alive though. Is he dead yet? I don't think so.
That's because me and Josh are taking care of it.
I've been taking care of him.
Oh my God.
I've been sitting there making sure he eats. I have him in a tank and I make sure he has enough shelter to where he can, do his little weird ghost knife thing. Because they do that weird thing where they go into something and then they'll wiggle around their tail. And I feed him shrimp and I have 3 Beichers in there and then I have the 1 ghost knife. I give them 3 pieces of shrimp, of the extra small shrimp every single day.
Small
I
little
break it
tiny
up.
pieces.
Yeah,
that he
really
rips- she
tiny.
rips off.
And I rip them off even more. And I give it to him. And then I usually put them right in front of the black ghost knife. And I make sure that he eats it. Because he doesn't really like to move all that much.
The King of DIY says, Tamara brings her whiskey to bed. It's hilarious, curious, and terrifying. I've seen it, Joey.
Yeah.
Last time you were videoing with me, you fell asleep. You were eating something and just passed out. And Tamara was right there drinking her whiskey.
Yeah, Tamara said, I don't drink. I don't bring all the drinks to bed, but whiskey always makes it into the bedroom. Crown Apple. And, dude, Crown Apple is the best alcohol ever. And you can get
Hey,
it
you
so
outlasted
cheap
your
in
man
Canada.
that night. Who's the man?
So cheap in Canada. Tamara.
Tamara. It's not even in my options when I go. I say Tamara or tomorrow, and you never screw up. You go Tamara.
Well, we're friends now. I'm not gonna fuck that up. Tamara's helping me lose weight.
I'm not swearing. Can you try and do the same, please? Try. Thank you.
I'm trying. You said to try, didn't you?
Just stop. Give it up.
Give it up. Give it a try.
Joey's sticking up for himself. Eating in bed, so what? I get hungry. He sounds like a very small, fat child. I need my dang Oreos. I'm sorry, Joey. I didn't mean to offend you, buddy.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
It was just funny because you were like,
and
and your eyes were closed, and and then you just went to sleep.
it was like pre-context for what's come tonight.
Oh no!
Is that Joey calling
Yeah,
you? Put it on speaker.
I know
Put
it
it on
is.
speaker. Yeah, that's Joey.
Joey, you're on speaker. You're with Big Rich. Shut it down. He said, "We're done. You're done." The
Hell
King of
no.
DIY says, "I'm never allowed on the internet again."
Okay. $10. We're not shutting it down.
Take it off speaker mode.
$10.
God, that's
$10.
funny.
We're not
$10.
shutting
We
it down.
won't shut it down, guys.
Yeah, send us on $10 right now. No shutting it down for at least 15, 20 more minutes.
Joey says he's sending 20 to shut it down, so now it's 30 to keep it up.
Oh God, what are you saying? Here, hand me the phone.
Well, that may or may not have happened, but that sounds like me. Dude, that was the best looking money I ever saw, too. Yeah, did you see their money? The
I've been to
Canadian,
Canada.
the Canadian $20 bill looks like it was drizzled with syrup. It's so good looking.
Yeah, but I've been to Canada. I
Oh,
know
stop
this.
it. Yeah.
All right, somebody send in. You got 5 minutes to send in 15 to 20 bucks, and we'll keep on going for a little bit longer.
Oh my
Otherwise,
God.
we gotta cut it off. You got 5 minutes. You got till 8:26
Oh,
our time.
I can't
Eastern
even see
time.
it. It's too blurry with all those tears in my eyes.
So okay,
All right. It's a crying shame. Says Canadians are whom taught me the actual craft beer should never be sold in an icy glass. I live where I'm surrounded north and south by Canadians. You poor person. No, Canadians are the nicest people I've ever met. I swear to
Joey's
God.
the nicest person you've ever met.
Canadians. I didn't just say Joey's the only Canadian I've ever met.
Or would you rank him up a list like nicest scale? Like,
Niceness?
at least nice.
The Canadians
Joey, but
rule the
rank
world.
Joey.
No,
Rank
seriously.
Joey in there. Rank
Joey?
Yeah, nicest, least nice.
Out of all the Canadians that I think are nice, Joey's the only one that helped me make money. He's top-notch nice. Seriously, he came here.
Hold on.
Listen to me. He came
No.
here. He helped me out for 3 days. We videoed. He taught me things. He showed me things, how to make money, what to do on there. And then he advertised me on his channel, got us a bunch of subscribers, at least 2,000. We made probably $10,000 more that month than we normally ever made. You know what I'm saying? And, he auctioned off his shirt. He did a bunch of things and made us money. I think the total was like 7,500 or something like that. We made in those 2 months more than we would have if Joey hadn't intervened.
God.
So
I can't even say thank you to this one, Rich.
I'm saying thank you to King of DIY right
No,
now
don't
for
say
the
it.
reality.
Don't say it. You're not going to want to say that after this one. That's why I was cutting you
What?
off. He sent $2.20, and he said, "All you're worth. You disgust me."
He's mad. Is this still because I told him he was eating in bed and passed out? Is that why he's still mad?
I don't know, but
He called me up
thank
and
you
said,
for
"Shut it down now."
$2.20, Joey.
Thank you, Joey. That was awesome of you. Appreciate you.
$2. Thank you. Oh my God, Joey said, "Shut
He's the
it
best
down."
ever. He's the best.
Shut it down, says Joey.
No.
We're not shutting it down. We still got a couple more minutes. If somebody sends in money, we're staying on
Exotic
here.
Finn says hello from Singapore. Well, hello.
Ventures with Mikey says, "Check out your message, Big Rich, and show it to Skylar." That sounds spicy.
I'll show him after the thing here.
No, they sent it to you.
Well, I'll have to look then. That's intriguing me.
I'm intrigued too.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Oh my God, Joey said Rich will stay live despite me. God, I hate him.
Joey, stop it.
Oh my God, somebody send in the 15
Aw.
to 20 bucks.
Michael Bird sent you a picture.
Oh,
Cool.
you certainly looks great. Aw. That's so sweet. Thank you, Adventures with Mikey. It's a crying shame, or it's a crying shame. Said at King of DIY, don't yell at me. I like it. That's a good answer to Joey. That's all you really can
Michael
do.
Todd says, I'm here from Joey's video about you. I'm really glad, though.
Well, it's usually not like this. Usually it's fishy questions. But
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know that much about fish. And Rich is probably a little... Rich is probably a little stir crazy right now from having to take care of Tracy the whole time without having much sleep. So
Michael Todd says, I'm here from Ho.
I'm also drunk.
I don't know what that means.
He's here for a hoe. That's probably you.
No, he says, I'm here from Ho.
No, he probably means I'm here for a hoe, and he probably means for you.
Stop it.
Tamara said, Skylar's drunk. I'm getting there.
I think Crown Apple comes in a pink, or I'm sorry, a green bag, not a purple bag. Regular Crown Royal comes in a purple bag.
Yeah, it comes in. I have the bags for him.
Yeah, the green bag.
Yeah, Crown Apple is definitely probably in my top two favorite drinks of all time.
Right.
So yeah,
What's the peach come in?
The peach comes in. I don't know because I've never drank it.
That's so good.
Well, I approve of Tamara.
Tamara says Skylar's drunk.
Question mark though. I said I'm getting there. I'm almost there. Once we
Depth charge says green
if we
bag too.
FaceTime later, I will definitely be drunk though. That's for sure.
Adventures with Mikey says good night, everybody. And then Nick says, I love drunk Rich. I wish I could be drunk. I really do.
You get drunk, Skylar. I'm drinking enough for both of us right now. We never got that $20. Tamara said she could see it in my eyes.
Okay, here. Cindy Murphy says, are there any fish that can live in a spring-fed cistern? Okay, there's so much. I passed on this question before. Please stop.
Here, check your text.
I passed on this question before because I didn't really want to get into it. But yes, many fish can live in there, depending on what your temperature ranges in the winter and the summer and all that. You can put fish in there, any fish native to you, of course. But many other fish around the world can live in there because, for one, you never have to do a water change. It's fed, so it's always got fresh water coming in. But here's the problem: if your fish you've got in there aren't native to your land and they have babies, they done overflow out and go to the rest of the waterways and then take over. Like if you had goldfish in there, goldfish can pretty much live anywhere, and they would take over the natural waterways and destroy the ecosystem. So you really don't want to do that. Koi, the same thing. So you really don't want to do that. If you want to, go and see what all your fishermen catch around you and keep them in there, that's fine because that's more of the same ecosystem. You got to think about things like that.
What'd he say?
Joey, pay attention to me. Dad, it's me. Joey, Richard Price, pay attention to me. Oh my God. He's so funny.
Is he real name again, Eugene?
He sent a pic now.
Show the pic. He said, oh God, what is this going to be of?
It just says pic. I didn't receive it yet.
He said, show the pic.
I didn't receive it yet. Whatever it is, it's going to be funny. He's hilarious. And you know what? In all reality, if people would just listen to me, Joey's one of the nicest human beings around. And
we had so much fun when he was here.
So much fun. And then he's got the nicest girlfriend ever. And, and she even yelled at me one night, or I thought she was yelling or whatever. But, I apologized to her in the morning. And, they're the nicest people ever. You just got to, I don't know. They're very... Joey talks like he's cocky, but he is very, down to earth. He's so nice.
He's the opposite person. He's so nice. He's so down to earth. And then Samara's awesome. I've been talking to her a bunch, and she's literally one of the nicest people I've ever talked to. So I really don't know how anybody who's met them can dislike them.
Right. She says, I am the nicest. Aw. J78 says, slap Joey and call him Nancy.
Wait, Joey said, Skylar, check text from...
I just got another one.
I'm talking to her right now.
He says, show the pic. He goes, it shows sent. You and your stupid Android. I hate it. It's still, it's still loading.
Okay, here. No, he sent it to me. This is from Joey for Rich. We had to show it to everybody.
This is Joey thinking about Big Rich.
Here, move that thing out of the way.
You just got to understand that it shows. It's...
Joey.
He's too funny.
God.
That's how he watches all of our live. Oh my God. Drink it in, baby.
Somebody said, where's the kitty? Oh, go get the kitty again.
Sure.
Go bring both here. Baby's not here, so
Thank you guys for getting her away from me. She sits in this chair and bashes me. She has no idea of her whereabouts or what's around her. She'll bash. She'll run over my feet with this chair. She'll turn the back into me as she's turning to get up and out. I push the chair away. I mean, she's brutal. She's brutal. Okay, here comes the cat.
he got big.
Here, stand up with him and let me see the tail. You hold his face right there. Here's his legs. Now let
He's
go.
attached to me.
Give me his backside. There he goes. That's how big this kid is so far. He's what, 6 months old now?
Yeah.
He just turned 6 months.
Yeah, and he's 37 inches long, and they expect him to get up to 30 or 25 to 35 pounds. Somebody said cat mullet. We should give him a cat mullet.
Man, the New Orleans says that's crazy. Does that kitty get to go on the deck? Oh my God.
Oh, that's inappropriate. Frank Vaughn says, "Hi, Skylar. Hello."
That cat's going to be twice as big, Doom Pie says. Oh, wait, that's Doompy.
Yeah, he is going to be twice as big.
Did you ever get that straightened out with them, Doom Pie? Oh, no. Love seeing all the fish because we can't get them in Australia. Dude, that's heartbreaking. We couldn't get an Australian lungfish here. And if it wasn't for Lone Star Aquatics, they Lone Star Rare Fish, that's what it's called. They donated us one with the paperwork and a chip. So we have a Australian lungfish now, and he's getting big. His name's Lone Star. I felt like you. I'm so upset because I can't have this fish. You know, they outlaw it. It's crazy. You know, we're supposed to be in a free country, but yet we're told what fish we can and can't have, what dog we can and can't have, if we can and can't carry a gun, and if we carry a gun, we can't carry it with bullets. You can't have the bullets in the car with the gun, and you have to have it in the trunk. It's just, there's no freedom here. You have to follow the rules to stay out of jail. That's what's called freedom. Even if you don't believe in the rules. You know, if you don't believe in the rules and you don't follow them, you don't think you're doing anything wrong. But you are. You go to jail. Nick says, my jowl catfish will be bigger. Well, son, ours will be bigger first. We got one at 30 inches.
Who just came in the door? Is it Kathy?
Israel says, Big Rich, any idea if and when you're going to work on the pond in the back? Not the Tracy's pond. That's the way back pond. Yeah, every summer we do a little something to it, but it's a natural pond. So basically it's getting fed from the, what do you call it? The little creek we have. And, you know, every day it gets maybe 200, 300, 400 gallons or so. And, you know, it overflows off so slowly that it goes into the woods next door, and there ain't a big river coming from it. It just goes into the dry brush and soaks into the ground. So it's it can never blend our fish with the natural ecosystem out there. So we don't really do anything to it, but we just put koi in it. We've got a couple of the grass carp in there, and you know, of course, nature brings in the frogs and the turtles and stuff, and that's just the way it is, you know. So we use that from you know, rescuing koi, and then as we give them out, we've got more room to rescue more koi. A lot of the rescues we get are from people moving into their houses and didn't, you know, want a koi pond, or they move in and their grandkids are, you know, going to fall in and they just want it filled in. They don't want to deal with it, and then we come and get all the koi, you know, that kind of things. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. I've got so many things to do. It's crazy. Today is Friday, so watch for Reaper's video come out tomorrow morning, and then mine will come out Monday morning, and that'll probably be of everything we do over the weekend. So let me see here.
Yeah, should we call tonight?
Joey says, call your son once in a while. See, I thought of him as, you know, one of my best friends. He's calling me dad and telling me to call his son. I don't think of him as son, you know. I hang out with him. He's like one of my friends. Where's he getting this dad thing at?
Should we end this now?
Yeah. All right, guys, you take care. Glad we can stay on and have this little bit of fun with you. Some of it's weird fun, but still fun.
So fun. Joy made it weird.
Rich is a father figure in person for sure. Oh, I am not. Stop
Yeah,
it.
you act like my dad.
Well, just trying to make you do what's right in life, you know, and be good and do right. You may not like it at all times, but right is right, you know. What?
Good enough. Like,
Did you just eat your words and stop yourself? Thank you, Skylar. I haven't seen much of that. That's refreshing to see.
I'm saying it as soon as the live stream's over. So, as always,
Stay fishy, my friends.